shelf, I'm feeling so alive. Join the Parker fam, we're here to share tips, and stories we all can bear. Talk to me Thursday, we're bringing the news. Get ready to cruise, we got fun to choose. Parkers are on the go, let's sail away. High seas adventures, come laugh and play. Subscribe, take a trip, join our crew. With our family vibes, we're here for you. La la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la. Put your feet in the sand, let your worries fade. Weekly vlogs drop all the plans we made. Country kids just living, finding our way. Parkers on the go, come join the play. Chauvin's got your back, Cavill advises pride. With Brandon's humor, we're along for the ride. Parkers are on the go, let's sail away. High seas adventures, come laugh and play. Subscribe, take a trip, join our crew. With our family vibes, we're here for you. La la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la, la la la, baby, la 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 la. Life's a journey, let's make it right. Join the Parker fam, shine bright tonight. Life's a journey.
So,
Welcome in.
welcome back to another Talk to Me Thursday. I hope you guys are doing well this Thursday, and I hope we're a little clearer today. I spent extra coins and got us some 1080p. So I hope we look a little bit better. Oh my gosh, we're too wait, we are too we might be too clear. Let me go back down on 720 because oh no wait, we are on 720. Hold on. I pay for that 1080. I need that. Hold on. I need it.
This is what it looks like.
It looked good, but I paid for that 1080. I need it. I need it. Let me see if I can make it happen. I don't know. No one give it to me. No, that's for Hey, hold on now. How you get what you pay for?
Follow dispute.
I am gonna follow dispute. Well, anyway, I hope we look a little bit better this week. Let's see who is in the house. What's going on, Cece? Say, hey.
Hey, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member. You missed Deb.
No, I just got into this. What are you talking about? C was the first one.
Oh, no. I guess it's the way it's lined up.
Yeah. I'm well, Miss Deb. Hey, Miss Deb, I'm sorry if I missed you. It's not showing you first. That's weird. Yeah, that's so weird. But hey, Miss Deb.
Hey, Miss Deb. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member as well.
Absolutely. And Kathy B is here. Hey, fam. How are you? Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being a member as well.
And we have On the Go with YOLO. Say hello. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member as well.
And then she's speaking. And then MH family. Hey, fam. How are you?
Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for being members as well.
Absolutely. And she's speaking to everybody. Appreciate that. And Lady Yo was here. Hey, Lady Yo, what's going on, Yogi? How are you?
Hey, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member as well.
Absolutely. And the Cruising Max here say, here we go, fam. We got some stuff lined up tonight, y'all.
Here we go.
Here we go. Thanks for being here, Cruising Max. And Leo said, hey, Parkers are going. Everyone in the chat, it's Thursday again already. Wow. Seems like the weeks are flying by. How's everybody's week, man? Hey, I read that pretty easily.
Good job.
We've been doing good, Leo. Thank you for asking and thank you for checking on everybody. Let's see here. And there goes Miss Deb's comment. Hey, On the Go with YOLO. Week has been good, Liam. And then let's see. Liam is speaking. Liam says, I haven't been too busy, but it still went fast. Maybe we should check to make sure the earth isn't spinning faster. How do you check that, Leo?
What's the measurement on that?
How do you check that? And Yolanda, hey, Yolanda Jackson, how are you?
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here. All the Yolandas in the house tonight. And Leo said it's opening day MLB. I guess he sees the cup.
It is opening day. And I didn't want to bet today, so that made me happy.
Okay. C said much better. Well, hopefully it's showing right. I mean, it's showing 1080p, but to me it looks clearer. I think it looks better. So I don't know. That's weird.
Just one of those placebo things.
Maybe since you paid the extra, we're gonna make you think it's better. And she said it looks good now. Well, thank you, sis, and appreciate you being here.
Thank you for being a member as well.
Absolutely. So y'all, I know last week we had a hot topic discussion, and I appreciate y'all joining in on that. And if you were on the Ship to Shore, thank you. If you weren't on Ship to Shore on Monday, then we also had another hot topic week. So last week we were talking about flying. Ship to Shore, we did a little touching on a subject. If you haven't watched it, I want you to go back and watch it and then put your opinions underneath the Ship to Shore or the what's the other thing we do?
Choppy waters.
Choppy waters. So much. So yeah, if you want to tap in on that, we would love to have that discussion. Yellow said definitely like it. Awesome. So yeah, we would love to have that discussion with you guys and just get your take on it. And thank you for everybody who's already commented on it and given their take, because you did exactly what we asked you to do. And I think most people kind of side on the side that we're on, like we understand, but also get your ID or your passport.
I mean, yeah, it sucks, but I mean, this could have been prevented.
Yes. So this week we have another subject. And it said, I ain't going. I ain't going. And what I'm talking about when I said I ain't going, I mean, these excursions is getting out of hand, y'all. And I ain't going, okay? I'm being picky and choosy. That's why I like let me take a walk and see some of the sights and understand the culture and the history. Some of these excursions is getting out of hand, and let me go ahead and
You're paying too much money to be
for real
jerked around.
For real. Let me go ahead and share what we are talking about, and we're gonna get into it, the conversation. Let's go.
35-year-old Jessica Harrow says her
Can you hear it? No sound. Oh, okay. Let me try it again. Sorry. Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out what it was because the sound is on. Oh, you know what it was? Okay, I know what I had to do. Sorry, that's my fault. Can you hear it? No sound. Okay, sorry. Okay. Let's try it again. I'm gonna try it again. Let me try. Share, not the video. Screen share, and then I think it's a. Yeah, there you go.
35-year-old Jessica Harrow says
Can you hear it now?
Is dangerous. So when she went on vacation, she didn't expect that to be too.
I felt like vacation is a place where I'm supposed to be, relaxed. I'm supposed to be enjoying myself.
Jessica, her husband, and her 18-year-old son signed up for a jet ski excursion on Royal Caribbean's private island, Coco Cay. They were about halfway through it when the jet ski she and her husband were on was hit from behind.
In this case, it was Royal Caribbean's tour guide who crashed into Jessica. He's supposed to be the expert, and he crashes into her from behind while he's trying to pass her. He actually ends up running over the top of her jet ski, and he breaks her spine in 4 places.
Okay.
Jessica says she suffered multiple spinal fractures. Miami personal injury attorney Justin Shapiro is now representing Jessica for filing a lawsuit alleging negligence in failing to ensure her safety.
As a tour guide, you're supposed to be trained to keep these people safe. And I feel like I wasn't safe. If it wasn't for the life vest I was wearing, I probably could have drowned and died.
The lawsuit alleges insufficient supervision and training, including for the tour guides. Jessica says they watched a safety video and she signed a waiver.
These waivers are essentially contracts of adhesion. No one reads them. They're too wordy. They're not given enough time to review them or understand them. They're legal contracts that are forced upon these people.
Jessica just wants accountability and safer conditions on jet ski excursions.
See, in the water, they can have that.
Was there anybody in there? Nobody's in the cage. Somebody in the cage? Yeah, somebody's in the cage. Somebody's in the cage. It has to be,
Yeah, he was in the cage.
Car accident because it hit me super hard.
Sierra Stockard, a Tennessee mother of two, was on a getaway in Jamaica with friends when they decided to visit the Dolphin Cove, where tourists can go swimming with dolphins.
You swim out, and then you grab their fins, and they swim you back, and they'll kiss you and high five you and stuff like that.
Sierra opting for a special experience called the Royal Swim, where the dolphins push you into a standing position. She says she did it once, but didn't get a great photo, so she tried again.
The dolphin on my left side was kind of swimming a little bit faster than the dolphin on my right side. So it made me unbalanced. I just knew I was going to fall into the water. I just didn't expect to hit the fin.
She slipped and fell, landing on the dolphin's dorsal fin, causing a grapefruit-sized hematoma or blood clot.
I started panicking. It did knock the wind out of me that I was just like, oh my gosh.
Sierra has sickle cell anemia and had to be rushed to the hospital near Montego Bay to undergo emergency surgery.
Luckily, I'm in stable conditions to not be like all the way on my deathbed, but my hemoglobin can keep dropping at any time.
Experts say before you try one of these adventures, you've got to know the risks.
Well-designed animal experiences can be excellent opportunities to connect with nature, but they are wild animals. No matter what condition they are in, they are wild animals. So people need to know that they are up to the experience.
Sierra says one thing she's grateful for, those animals. She says the dolphins knew she was injured and tried to help.
They came and rubbed against me and stop their bodies from swimming to be right beside me. They're the doctors of the sea is what people call them.
Yeah, let's get into it for just a second here. There's a lot to unpack, but the biggest thing is the excursions. Whether you are doing a ship excursion or you are doing an excursion of your own, we all need to understand that there is a risk with these excursions. And I think because we're on vacation, it's just so easy to be like, hey, we're on vacation. Let's go do this. This is fun. Hey, Bingo. Speaking of animals, hey, Bingo. But also, people are getting hurt. And it's not that people haven't always been getting hurt, but it's just it seems now that it's more prominent. What's up, Bingo? What's up? So I don't know.
I have a lot to say.
What do you think?
I also
Bingo needs something.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me go to the chat while Brandon figure out what Bingo needs. He's very needy, by the way. And then we'll actually get into it when he comes back because apparently he has a lot to say. So first of all, let's talk about the police officer that got hurt on Coco Cay. This was a ship excursion. This was a Royal Caribbean excursion. And the fact that the actual person that was leading the excursion was the one to hit her. 4 places, her spine broken in 4 places. First of all, bananas, crazy. But what are the safety protocols when we're signing over to do these things? I know when I was on Virgin and I did the whole bungee class thing. They made me sign stuff, but it was yeah, you sign it because you want to do the activity, but it's do you really have enough time to actually go in and look over everything and make sure this is something you actually want to do? So let me get into the comments. And I'm sorry you guys couldn't hear it at first. I'm trying to take care of it as soon as possible. She said, I heard about that accident and that she didn't know that it was her tour guide. It was her tour guide that hit her. Yeah, absolutely. That's crazy. She said, F that. It can't be, oh my God. Wow, see, we keep it simple over here, and we tend to, but I have gotten to the point where I wanted to try to do more things. I want to try to do zip lining and stuff like that. Those water activities, I ain't never been a fan of those, ever. And I actually have one more queued up, but it's so, I almost got to give a sensitivity warning out before I watch it because it's kind of terrifying. So only if you guys want to see it, I will show it, but I also don't want to get flagged. But yeah, it's crazy. Leo said, what, the French toast? That's got to be about the shark. That's got to be about the shark. So, and it's the fact that, okay, so the shark was the one that got me, because it's like, y'all didn't even know my man was in the cage. So what was your whole thing? Like, why y'all didn't know he was in the cage? C said, oh, I remember that when he ducked down in a corner. Okay, that was good. Kathy said, wow. C said, I need 20K in my pocket. 20K in my pocket right now. So, what are your thoughts?
Your dog is needy.
He is needy.
Almost ripped my arm out of socket.
I'm sorry. And hey, Cruise Nuts, thanks for popping in. We appreciate it. And your favorite couple, what is going on, fam? Thanks for popping in.
Thank y'all for being members as well. Your favorite couple. I don't have it in me to do this.
Oh,
show.
And Miss Carla is here. Hey, Miss Carla.
Hey, Miss Carla. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member, and we miss you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to get some semblance of breath. So yeah. So whenever they give you a waiver, what's in this damn waiver? Like he said, they need to find some way to condense it,
yeah, and
put it in like layman's terms, where people are just not like, yeah. Because I know when we did the excursion, the Doom Buggy excursion, you signed.
We just, hey, let's go.
Yeah, like who? Like it could have been, hey, you could be unalived and we're not responsible
we
because
were just like, hey, Doom Buggy.
Yeah, so they need to make it more where it's like it's like maybe a paragraph, maybe try to jam all that in a paragraph. AI can do amazing things these days. Jam all that into a paragraph but it's like,
also have them explain the risk. I think not only just like, hey, you brought this excursion, also maybe like have them come earlier and explain the risk of the excursion before you actually go on it, and still give them the option to maybe back out with a refund. Because I think even if you are scared to do something and you book these excursions, you're like, hey, I paid my money for it, I'm gonna do it. Because I know I am, like, I ain't about to lose my money. I paid my money for it, I'm gonna do it. So if I get the option to opt out and have a refund once you done told me the terms and conditions, the T's and C's.
The T's
and C's.
I like that. But yeah, but I guess also you're not expecting to get hit with a jet ski
or a shark to come into the cage.
Yeah, man. Like, who was that through? Did they say who that was through?
It was just through a shore excursion company. It wasn't through an actual like cruise line or anything.
Okay.
So it was an excursion they paid for. Raquel said, yeah, I saw the shark video the other day and crossed it off my bucket list. Everyone had been on mine.
Have the ball. As cool as I think it would be, I don't have the intestinal fortitude to be there with a shark. Be like, you know what?
Would have been brown.
Lord God, please. It's your humble and faithful servant.
Cruise Nuts again. Hello. Y'all said, oh my goodness. That is why I don't swim with other animals in the water. But you don't even know, like, you must be in pools then, because you don't know what's in the water. Like, literally, before we got on live, I literally watched a TikTok where they were just, like, swimming off the coast of Florida. Be careful. And the shark literally came up on the shore to chase a fish. You don't know what's out there, and you don't know what's going to happen. You taking a risk doing anything.
Oh, and you like beaches like that.
She said, oh, Bingo. Yeah, Bingo is a need. He is very needy. Bingo he always got something to say. I'm surprised they didn't start barking. Everybody speaking to Bingo. They tell you all the time there are risks, and it is recommended not to do them outside of the U.S. Not saying the same thing can't happen in the U.S. Exactly.
But I agree with that.
Yeah.
Don't do this outside the U.S. because outside the U.S., my insurance may not work.
Oh my gosh, that's a whole nother topic. Because then you're talking about insurance. Because then we're talking about, what was her name, Jasmine, and who would have thought riding a dolphin on something they do 1 million times a week with 1 million different people, and this one time is me, and then I gotta have surgery in Jamaica?
I also felt like that was karma-ish because her reasoning for getting back on was
because she didn't get a good picture.
Yeah, like that's kind of karma. Like, hey,
yeah, but still,
hey, you probably should have, you probably should have just.
But no, she paid for a picture. You pay to get those pictures. I get it. I get it. So
I would like to see the first picture.
Okay, but no, like you pay for your picture. You want a good picture. I just like. I don't know.
Me personally, as much as I want to be, I still don't think I'm doing that though. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You gotta, like you said, like you gotta understand the risk.
Yeah. And
maybe not do this. Yeah, doing this outside of the United States, you just gotta know your insurance doesn't work outside the United States.
Right.
Even if you get the travel insurance.
You better read the T's and C's on that too, because all travel insurance are not created equal. You really got to know what you are purchasing, because right now at the forefront of everybody's mind is, oh, the vid, and they want to make sure that's included. But how about if you get injured on a ship-sponsored shore excursion or any kind of shore excursion? Do you buy the ship's travel insurance? Will that cover you if you buy a ship-sponsored shore excursion? Or would you have to have your own? Or should you have both? Should you have an annual plan and still buy? There's so many things to think about now.
Didn't this just happen? We talked about this a couple months ago, where it's like there are like 3 different things that has to, like 3 or 4 different things has to happen for the insurance. The travel insurance even kicks in.
Yeah, because some of them, that's why because they're not all created equal. Some of them will pay out. Some of them, hey, you got to run through your insurance first, and then whatever they don't pay, we pay the difference. You got to really know what you're purchasing, what kind of product you're purchasing, and what travel insurance company you're purchasing it from.
Because with my line of work, remember that thing I ran to the store?
Yeah.
With my line of work, I had somebody who was in Bahamas and had a collapsed lung, and they had to airlift them back to the States, I believe, and it was I think it was $20,000.
Yeah, from
the Bahamas to Florida for a collapsed lung. So you had to be airlifted. $20,000. Your insurance doesn't work, so it's just like,
then you gotta take out a loan.
Yeah.
And if you didn't have a passport, it all circles back. What's going on, Kathy from Travel Cape Trip? She said, my mom always told us to read anything before you sign it. So that has stuck in my mind. Now we both be like, we gotta read this first. And we always
we've been burned before. This is something like household related, but we got burned on solar panels.
Yep.
Because we were told, hey, you can move these solar panels.
If you buy a new house, they'll go with you.
Yeah. Guess what?
No.
We get ready to move, and they're like, nah. I was like, well, he told us this. I was like, should have read
the T's and C's.
Should have read it.
Thank you for being here, Kathy. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, Marjorie, how are you? Thank you for being here. And Sig the Solo Cruiser is here. Hey, Sig, how are you? And congratulations on 7K. You get one of these. Yeah. Sorry, I ain't set my buttons back up yet. What's going on, Will? Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. And thank you for being a member. And Kathy said, Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
We appreciate it. Yolanda Jackson said, if I would not take the risk at home in the US, and then I would not do it on a cruise ship excursion.
This also goes back to the time where we did go to a beach, and I thought it would be a good idea to swim to the middle of the ocean with a child on my back.
Right.
Well,
neither one of y'all can swim,
on my back.
And nobody can swim in this instance. This is like dumb ways to unalive. Like that, like really. Now she can at least protect herself. She can. Yeah. I don't know about other people, but she can at least protect herself now. Yes, Miss Carla, we miss y'all too. We hope to see y'all soon, and we will be there in September. We got our official letter that we got invited back. So if y'all ever want to go, please hit us up or Miss Carla up with the Entrepreneurial Day. We do that. We've been doing it for the past 3 years. And thank you for 40 people being here. We appreciate y'all.
This is a moment of silence time.
This is a moment of silence time.
All right, we're going to take a moment of silence for y'all to hit that like button starting now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. C said, if you die, it's on you, boo.
Yeah, I might die, but I'm a little fly tail doing it.
My picture's gonna say it all. This is gonna be the last picture that was taken. The last picture that was taken before it all happened. If a friend of a friend was in a zip line accident in Costa Rica, they had to carry her through the jungle to see. Now, daggone it.
And that would be the one thing she would do. That's the one thing she would do is zip line.
I guess eating and cooking and drinking excursions, here I come.
Place my feet on solid ground.
Like you may not get run over by your tour guide. Yeah, like are those in the T's and C's now? Do y'all have to put those in there now, Royal?
Like we were in, where were we? We had the excursion buses bump bellies. They bump.
On Icon.
Yeah.
On Icon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Thank you, madam. I appreciate your services tonight. And my new Snow White cup that we got when we went to see Snow White. Yes, I did go see it. I got my thoughts. You get more explanation of risk and rules playing laser tag. This is true.
So now it's just like we'll discuss this once we get to the bottom of the chat. It's like,
Will says some of these excursions be way more intense than they advertise, and I don't think they show the proper amount.
Do we thank Will for being a member?
I did. Yes, I did thank Will for being a member. I don't think they show the proper amount of intensity. They don't really take everything. Like even when you go to the website and you're looking up excursions for the cruise line, like Carnival has like an intensity rating on theirs, and some people be like, yeah, this was more intense than what I thought based on the rating. Yolanda Jackson said, a friend of a family was on an ATV excursion and it flipped. Life-changing. Dang. Yeah. And that's the first thing they do. ATVs, especially in Nassau, it's real bad. ATVs.
I'm not those are four-wheeler buggy.
Yeah, the four-wheelers, no.
I'm not doing those.
Yeah, the four-wheelers, no. Like the dune buggies, I enjoyed that. But anything can happen with anything.
I'm strapped. I'm more strapped in and like it. Well, I mean,
you have like a roll cage on top.
Yeah, and as long as animals aren't in the way.
I did almost hit 2 donkeys, but
you'll see that in the video.
Maybe. I don't think you got it. Shark may take a bite out of you. Caution. Like, it's so many different things that you got to be cautious of now. What's going on, Kev? Thanks for being here. I watched your Segway tour video the other day.
Oh,
so
thank you, Kev. Thank you for being a member as well.
Absolutely. Can't wait for part 2. Yes, only pools. And we just started getting into those. We still ain't really getting in them on cruise ships. I have been getting in them on cruise ships.
What if somebody dookies in the pool and you catch some type of disease?
The dookie. So now do you have to have cruise ship waivers? No. Sharks may take a bite out of you. Use caution. What's going on, Bryce? How are you? He said travel over to the like button while y'all here.
Every week, I feel like they're going to come up with something
They're going to come up with something new every week.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro.
Like that, Bryce. That's a good one. Yellow said, I am fearful of zip lines because of the bacteria infection you get if you get cut. Y'all just keep adding more elements, man. You could have that flesh-eating kind. I have heard multiple stories when that happens.
Wait a minute, cut?
Like if you get cut on the rope, because you got to hold the.
Oh, I guess I'll just be doing that on the ship then.
And
guess what? If one of us falls, then one of us owns the cruise line.
Y'all just added more fears to the fears I already had. Like, I didn't need that one. It already took me a minute to do that one. I did not need that one. Leo said companies are going to try to wiggle their way out of responsibility. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are right about that. There is a risk with everything you do, even taking those tender boats. Yikes.
Yeah, because we've seen some where those have capsized. You know what, guys?
Just stay on the ship.
We're just gonna take trains.
I'll stay in the house now. That ain't the most safe thing either. I really want to do zip line in Labadee, but I wanted to do that so bad. Water. Yes, but I will say this: in Labadee, they do have like a little training area. So they have like a little. Was it? Yeah, they have like a little training area, and then they take you over to the one over the water. So like they get you ready and prepped. So you just don't go out there and be like, "Hey, get on this zip line and do this." They actually show you. But it sounds like to me they need to do something with the rest of the stuff now. But one thing I will do over and over again is that dragon coaster. Yeah, I love that dragon coaster. Go to Discovery Cove and swim with the dolphins. Bryce has been trying to like get us to go to Discovery Cove, and I really want to do it, but that was Dolphin Cove. That I just showed. I don't know about swimming with the dolphins now. Like, and I know that was like a very particular set of things that happened, and she had
it's in the country.
sickle cell. It's in Florida. I think we should do a Discovery Cove day and just kind of see how that is.
Look up those prices.
Yeah, we'll look up Discovery Cove. Yellow said lies. Congrats, see, on 7K, exactly. And Yellow, I did watch your
You watching all this before I get out of bed?
Yeah. Daggone it, Yellow, what's the name of it? It's not a hits and misses.
T's and C's.
No, it's not a T's and C's, but it is one of her latest videos where she goes through the celebrity ascent and talk about all the things that were there. Daggone it, I can't remember. Brandon will look it up. I'm sorry, I don't want to mess up the name. I'm so sorry. And it was very good. In terms of real estate, I was told if it's not in writing, it doesn't exist. If it's not in writing, it doesn't exist. They should give you enough time to read the waiver ahead of time. Now, I know, like, when I did go up in Labadee, the best and all the rest.
Got it. I was about to say I didn't want to cut you off.
The best and all the rest. That's what it is. On the go Yellow, the best and all the rest. I did see where they actually take you through, like, walking. They do walk you through the one on Labadee. So I will say that. What is the date for Entrepreneurial Day this year? It is September. I put it in my calendar so I didn't book nothing.
Oh man, I gotta take off.
I think it's September 20th. See, don't 100% quote me on that. I did just get the letter, so that should be easy to find. But yes, it is in Baltimore at Gillis Memorial Church. If anybody is interested, let's see here. I'm opening the letter. Sorry, I want to make sure I give y'all the right date. September 20th. I was right. September 20th from 10 to 3. So, and it's very good, very educational. And they've evolved it so much. They actually have like breakout sessions and main speaker rooms and all that stuff. So, if you want to be in the place, this is the place.
Of course, that's my second day.
Question for anyone who has done a solo cruise: what measures do you take to keep people back home informed of your whereabouts? So for me is simple as buying the internet and using WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger. I mean, at the end of the day, I know like there's some of the phone companies that just unveiled like this new plan, and I got to look deeper into that for cruise lines. I know I think it was AT&T and Verizon, but still, I think it was ended up like $20 a day. If you're on a cruise, you can buy their plan. But it was still some T's and C's that you gotta kind of.
Yeah, I remember we used it once, and I didn't think it was great. No. But that was also before we discovered WhatsApp.
Yeah. So, but yeah, WhatsApp is a thing for me.
And me and Siobhan literally talk all the time.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So, WhatsApp and the ship's internet is the best thing I found.
Except for this past cruise, I think it was one day where we didn't talk, and I was just like,
oh, because I didn't get the internet.
Yeah.
So I had to talk. So we have T-Mobile. So with T-Mobile, we can talk when we get into port, and depending on where we are.
No, it's wherever we are.
Okay, wherever we are. So the first segment of cruise, I just waited until we got in the port, but then we had a sea day and we didn't talk at all. But we talked every single day.
I was just like, well, I don't really know what to. I don't really know what to do myself. I don't think I've ever. When the last time? That was the only day out in the last 16 years, 17 years.
We've been together that long. Yeah, it's been a long time.
So okay, let's just use since we got married.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time we've ever went a day without
talking. Yeah, and that's 9 years. At the end of April, we'll be married. Hey Heather, how are you? Heather said, "Out to the best Talk to Me Thursday program. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Heather. We appreciate it. I still may do zip line, just working up the nerve. Oh, I'm gonna still do it, but now you just unlocked a whole new level of fear now.
Now,
now I gotta have long sleeves on and gloves.
You ain't gotta worry about that if you do like the head first thing, right?
Yeah, because in Labadee, you can go head first. I don't care. Like now I have to wear long sleeves now. So now I gotta get one of those like UV shirts you wear and just like wear my tights. Because I can't, I can't. Now, like I said, she's unlocked a new fear. Hey Sybil, how are you?
Hey Sybil, thank you for being here.
Hey, never late, always on time. We appreciate
you for tapping in.
Absolutely, especially just getting off work. Yeah, we appreciate you. Bryce said boats and hoes need to be a cruise line. Oh, we got I forgot he had.
I'm sure somewhere in somebody's memory. There's a boats and hoes chartered cruise.
Somebody did it. Somebody did it.
Somebody's done it before, I'm sure.
Money to the T. Happy Thursday.
Hey, thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here. Never late, always on time. Miss Deb said, good question. Also, if you are traveling with other people, I want my family at home to know where I am. In the news was a missing young lady. Oh my gosh. It's been a lot. Yeah, that was a lot. But definitely that's our main method of communication. I don't know, outside of buying like the internet for your phone plan and just contacting your phone carrier and make sure the plan actually works on the ship and all that stuff. Because the first thing we'll tell people is make sure you put your phone in airplane mode, because that's what we've been taught. Like, you put your phone in airplane mode.
And what cruise was it? I can't remember. I think it was a Conquest.
Carnival Conquest, yeah.
Like, by the last night, this woman yelled at her daughter for not having her phone on airplane mode the whole time. Like I said, some cell phone companies do offer it. I can't remember because it's been like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I didn't have to put my phone in airplane mode at all.
Yeah. Because I think I actually, when we did the enchantment, and even though we were still like on the coast, I still had bars, and Brandon was like, but still, turn your phone off. Even though you got bars, turn your phone off. So I was like, okay. C said the accident in Costa Rica was they didn't clear the zip line. She was out dangling, and the dude behind her came down the line and slammed into her.
Oh, so yeah. So that's when they give you the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
You don't even, again, stuff you should think about, and you wonder, like, you see them do this, and you're just like,
yeah,
you're just like concentrating, and you're just kind of taking for granted.
But I mean, it's not even people. I seen one where the kid was on the zip line and he had a slam in the middle of it because it was a darn sloth hanging off the zip line. He was just chilling, so he had to like try to break himself because the sloth was on it. Like, what happened if he collided with that sloth?
That sloth gonna win
every time. The claws and all.
You and Shay didn't have no problems.
No,
y'all just did a little whirly derby.
Yeah. We just kind of twisted. It wasn't Amber Cove. Was it Amber Cove? It was Amber Cove. Yeah.
You had unlimited
zips for $20 a person. What's going on, Big Zilla?
Hey,
How
Big
are
Zilla,
you?
thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member as well. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Took the water taxi in Cabo San Lucas. Now traumatized. Was it that bad? See,
so I know we did a glass bottom boat in Nassau. Never again without being heavily medicated. That was.
And they just kept going in circles and circles and you're underwater.
I'm sick just thinking about it.
And the water was already rocky that day. But you would think underwater it wouldn't be that bad. Well, the whole ship wasn't underwater. Circles and circles and circles, and it was rocky, and our stomachs was doing a jug, and it was
it was not
it
fun.
Was not good.
We were very nauseous for a couple hours after that.
Yolo said the best and all the rest, right? I'm sorry, Yolo. And I watched it, and she even told me the name of it before she put it out, and I loved it, and I just had a break.
Charge it to the head.
Absolutely. I think I weigh too much for some zip lines. I gotta get it together. I gotta make some changes. Whew, life has been lifing, honey. Travel cake trips. My hubby is a stalker and tracks my phone, but internet. Yeah, internet is the only way I could think to do it.
But I do also understand that you really then at that point you have to weigh the cost benefit analysis because internet can get especially on longer cruises. It gets very expensive.
Yeah. And then for most of us who are like travel agents, I think Raquel was like, sometimes she has to buy internet for 2 devices because on certain cruise lines, you can't switch it out.
I know Shelton. I think Shelton and Key have to do that sometimes too.
Yeah. So it's like you're spending double the money on the internet. Probably half the time you're going to spend more money on the internet than you do on a cruise. I saw somebody post online. They were like, hey, internet on NCL was $517.
Internet on NCL is trash.
I just wouldn't have it.
It is dog doo-doo. I hate it.
I just wouldn't have it.
I hate NCL internet.
Because I leave a detailed itinerary at home and the hubby, kids, and siblings have access to track me. And I always have internet or the international plan.
Yeah, and then we also have like
the Life 360.
Life 360.
Yeah. And it tells people when you're in the middle of the ocean, it shows you like where you are. And I like that. I also like that because it like tells people when your plane is landed, hey, such plane is just landed in and all that stuff. So Life 360 also. But also what I have been noticing, even on the ship, not just like people at home, people are going back to walkie-talkies. I've noticed that the last 2 cruises. People are going back to using walkie-talkies on the ship, especially with their kids, and I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, also, I mean, if you have an iPhone, obviously can't you just drop your location or get tags?
Yeah, you can drop a pin. Yeah.
What that girl do? She sewed it into her hair or something?
She dropped a air tag. She sewed it into her wig.
Yeah.
Underneath her wig into her sewing. I ain't going that far. I don't know. Kathy said we use air tags, but with all the risk, all this talk of getting hurt makes me want to add my name to my husband's phone to the back of my lanyard, like when we went in kindergarten. And then you know what? And that's not a bad idea. And even on your phone, there's like an emergency contact page. Like they can access if your phone is locked. Maybe just put that front and center if you're on an excursion. Just have like an emergency contact as your screen lock. And that might be we might need to start doing that.
Which is why you don't take your kid out of the country with just a student ID.
There you go. Liam said AT&T cruise ship internet plan is crap, and I should just have got the ship internet. I thought I was saving money, but it wasn't that good, and still got the ship internet for a couple of days.
Yeah, I think I remember the time we had it, and I didn't feel like it was because at the end of the day,
the day got it in. Get out of here.
At the end of the day, like you're still in the water, you know what I mean? Like so. It's not gonna be great.
Mm-hmm. She said rash guard and legging shorts. Okay. Rash guard, yeah.
Rash guard is crazy.
Yeah. It's full rash guard. But rash guard will come in handy if you do a dune buggy excursion. Yeah. Absolutely. Labadee, you can see the full zip line. The accident that I am aware of was in the middle of the jungle, and they couldn't see that the line was clear. They thought she was on the platform, but
But at that point, why?
She started rolling back and ended up out on the line while somebody else was coming down.
At that point, if you're the workers there, why don't y'all just hey, all right?
They need a walkie-talkie. That's a simple fix. You have a walkie-talkie on one end and clear. Okay, clear. Yolo said that is unfortunate. Marty said zip line is more romantic when you do it with your husband. Okay, it can be, but I don't know how both of you, unless you do a tandem zip line.
And we ain't about to do no tandem zip line.
No, it ain't that much zip to the line. Like it's got to be able to hold two people. Yeah, you just have to include it in your budget if you're going to need it. The internet, absolutely. Hey, Ronnie C.
Hey, Ronnie C.
Thank
you for being here.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate you being here, fam. Yes, we love Life 360. Life 360, and I'm going to be honest with you. Like Shay told us about Life 360. Shay was like, "Y'all need to download this." And now it's like, and I think I took it off my phone one time. It was like, "Why you take it off?" Put it back. I needed the space. I ran out of space on my phone, and it was like, "I don't care. Put it back." So I had to put it back.
Outside of one time, it's been pretty beneficial for Shay.
Just that one time.
We're on a ship, and we're like,
we're not telling that story again. You gotta go back and find the live if you want to know the end of that story. So watch them all. Carlene, no, she was there.
Yeah.
See, no.
It was about a year ago.
Yellow Saturday looking into Life. Absolutely. There's a free version and there's a premium version, but the free version is just as well. And actually, with the premium version, they do give you air tag. They give you towels. They'll send you a free towel. But
we just.
I don't need a report on how fast they go drive fast anyway. I don't care.
Mine is off because it'll always tell me.
Brandon arrived home 45 minutes after he got home. Get your location.
Yeah, the other day, like we were in the car together, and they were like, I was like, "You made it home," but I didn't make it home.
We got home, had dinner, was sitting down eating, and it was like, Brandon's home. No way. What's going on, Keon? How are you?
What's going on, Keon? Thank you for being here, bro.
Thank you for being here. Keon, when y'all getting back on the water, man? I know y'all ready.
Oh, are you ready?
Oh, are you? Yeah, there you go. I remember when we cruised before internet.
I don't.
So you want to hear something funny? Destiny asked me today, what did we do before Google Maps?
Oh, that's easy. That's MapQuest, baby.
MapQuest. She was like, what did y'all do before Google Maps was a thing? I was like, MapQuest.
MapQuest.
She was like, well, how did that work? I was like, you had to put in your starting point and put in your ending point. It'll give you a turn-by-turn list of directions. You print that bad boy off and put it in a car. She was like, ain't no way. I'm telling you.
And then GPS has been out for longer than we probably think.
Yeah, but GPS was an individual. Like, you had to buy a GPS system and download the maps. And then you had to keep updating it. Now it's like it's on your phone. But back in the day, if you didn't have like a GPS mounted in your car, MapQuest.
Y'all weren't real.
MapQuest.
Y'all weren't there when y'all had to print out directions.
Yeah, MapQuest was crazy.
You had to print
out directions.
Yeah.
And she was like, so how did you know?
There was
like,
another one too. I can't remember.
It was another one. I was like, it was Google Maps, but it wasn't Google Maps. So it was MapQuest, and then before Google, it was Ask Jeeves. I love Jeeves, boy. Jeeves was my dog.
You talk about Ask Jeeves 2 or 3 times a year.
I love Ask Jeeves. They need to bring them back. But MapQuest, and I can't think of the other one. But yeah, so she was like, well, how do you know where your turns go? It'll tell you got to go 57.2 miles, and then you need to take exit 396 on the highway 495, and that's how you got around. She was like, ain't no way. Yeah, that's how we had to do it. Going to look up Life 360. You're gonna really enjoy it, and it's absolutely free. Let's see. And it has driving alerts for the teens. I can see everyone move miles per hour and if they're driving hazardly. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Because that's why I had to get my mama about driving 90 miles an hour with my baby in the car. My grown baby. Yeah, mom. She said, that's a lot nice. Download it now. C said, MapQuest is like pirates. Hey, you just had to have printer and a paper. I didn't have a printer, so I had to go to the library and print on my maps.
You didn't know what the silly thing is? How we feel about that is how people who felt about just mapping it out.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah. Because you had to either know how to read a map or you had to download like MapQuest.
Yeah, but no. Download like MapQuest is in the middle of all this. Being able to read a map was prior to.
Yeah. So us having MapQuest was like, how did y'all read maps?
Yeah.
She said reset odometer for long trips and count those miles. Exactly. So when you got to your exit, reset odometer to 0. It said go 42.3 miles at 41 miles. Okay, I know my exit is coming up. My turn is coming up. Now I'm on alert. Okay, that's how you had to do it. Yolo said exactly. Neil said Metzger Maps. I ain't heard of that one, Neil.
And that must be some truck driver.
Yeah, that's some truck driver stuff. I ain't heard of that one. Sig said, yep, MapQuest and the Atlas. Yep. Oh yeah. I remember those atlases. I remember those. You used to go to the library and rent those.
I would have made it in ye olden days.
Not ye olden days. Get out of here. I'm trying to tell you, that's how we got places. We had MapQuest.
My life in a new city.
Like, I live here now. I don't know how to get out. Hey, look what's how are you?
I resent being called old for printing out directions.
Right, like, but at least we had printers. But I literally had to go to because that's when printers was expensive. Now you can get a printer for $40. I had a friend that was like, if I run out of ink, I don't even buy new ink. I just go buy another printer. No, it's like, what do you mean? You're like, because the printer is cheaper than the ink. So I just go buy a new printer and take the other one to the Salvation Army.
That's low OD.
Yeah, that's crazy. LaQuinta, how are you? She said, I made it to the line. Had to work late today. Well, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, fam. Hey, Katrina Robinson, hello.
Hey, Katrina Robinson, thank you for being here.
Absolutely. She said, what cruise line would you recommend for solo cruisers?
Well, thankfully for you, we have a
solo cruiser in the chat.
We have multiple solo cruisers.
We do.
In the chat.
So I'm going to leave that to Sid with C and Sig the solo cruiser. And I'm also going to throw on the go with Yellow in there because they are our resident solo cruisers. I say any cruise is a solo cruiser's paradise, but some are more prevalent to others. But they are definitely the ones that you would want to ask. And if y'all would drop it in the chat, we will be greatly appreciative. But thank you for being here, Katrina. Thank you. We cruise together. So I have done cruises without him, but I've had somebody to cruise with.
You still with friends or family?
Yes. Sybil said that's what we have, Life 360, and we love it.
Yeah. Let me see where Shay is right now.
It's Thursday night. Shay going out tonight. It's Thursday night. It's a party. Jeeves was the original AI, and he was. Jeeves told everything. Boy, you need to know. Jeeves, his little butler thing. Yes, sir. I remember Jeeves on my dog.
Did you get that with CompuServe?
CompuServe? I don't know what it is.
You don't know what CompuServe was? It was like the AOL's competitor.
No. I know AOL.
I
ain't no CompuServe. Six Solo Cruiser, we still have an Atlas in the car. Why? Don't know. Old school, never know. MapQuest. Ha! I still have my printed world Atlas. You are so right about that. I want to go with Yellow. Not a bad idea to have a paper map in the car. It is not. So I will say this though, and I was going to bring this up in the video, but since we're talking about the maps, so I don't know if you guys know this, but there is a guy who created a Google Maps for African Americans that lists all the sundown towns. It's called the Green Book Map. So you would actually download. It's an app.
So okay,
it's an app. I know the Green Book is a real thing, but it's a modern thing. So you download the app, you put in your actual location, and it attaches to your Google Maps. So once you put in where you're trying to go, it'll map out all of the sundown towns, and then what it'll do is you'll just go to your Google Maps and update your route according to the Green Book app, and it'll actually update your route. So I think that's pretty handy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be down
when the sun goes down on the wrong side of town.
Also, since I do the majority, 97% of the driving while we're together,
you might need to download that.
Who's reading this metaphorical map?
I ain't reading the map. You better listen to Google because that's all I got.
And this is embarrassing. I'm about to embarrass myself. I still be missing turns with the GPS on.
The same person that be missing turns follows the GPS like Michael Scott on The Office, right into the lake. You know where to go. We drive home every day, take the same turns every day. Why are you following the map? I don't understand why you are doing that. You know the turn to take. Why are you following the map? That don't make no sense. So you're going to follow the map right into the lake.
Where to say go?
You're like, you know how to get here. We go here 50 times a week and you still following the GPS. It's crazy, even though you know it's not right. That's so crazy to me.
It knows best.
Said I had said I had an atlas. Listen, finding them back roads on that map, top tier. The back road, and then now with so many different roads and different kind of I-95s and 495 and 85s and all these different around the city limits. It's too many. It's too many.
When Destiny first started driving, she would put in an address on the GPS and do avoid highways.
She like being a highway. Even though it would take her an extra 30 minutes to get there, it just had to take her extra 30 minutes.
Like, what do we? I was like, no, I'm not. One day I wrote, I'm not doing this. We had to go across town for something, and it would have been, I think we had to go to Capitol or something, right? So it would have been 15 minutes?
Yeah.
No, she wanted to go the long way, 30 to avoid highways is crazy.
She didn't like driving on highways, so she wanted to take all back roads to the center of Raleigh. We're not about to do that. We're not gonna be in the car for 45 minutes or 15-minute ride. I don't need you to get on that 440. Is what I need you to do real quick. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button. We will very much appreciate it. And we're already an hour and 4 minutes into the live. So thank you guys.
Should open that Food Line Cola.
You'll say, you never know. You might not have internet or service. Depending on where you are, she right.
Is anybody else when they get lost? I shut everything down in the car when I get lost.
You shut everything down.
I
turn the music off. You turn the radio off.
Yeah, I turn everything.
The air, everything.
Yeah, everything off. Because I think you asked me why I do that, and I was just like,
you got to find your way.
I got to get my way out. I got to focus. Because I still do that with some stuff today. Is like, if we're talking, I got to turn down this TV. Because
I'll have the TV playing. I have something on my phone. I'll be listening to like a webinar on my phone, and I have the computer going. And Brandon was like, "How are you doing this?"
Yeah, we got to cut something off.
I got to do it. I just got to do it.
We got to cut something off. And also speed up when we get lost too.
Yeah, because you're trying to get out of there faster. That makes sense. Leon said, all directions like turn by the big pink cow and next to the tree in the road and go past the red barn on the right. Yeah. We won't ask folks for directions. Leatherface ain't getting me in those back rows.
Like we were watching a guy today, or was it yesterday? He was going from LA to San Francisco using public transportation, and he ended up in somebody's backyard. In the middle of LA.
Walking in somebody's backyard at like 2:30 in the morning. You quit because the Google Maps told him to. Ain't no way.
I walked in somebody's backyard in my neighborhood at like 8 o'clock, and they were like,
What's up?
What are you doing, bro?
You good?
I tell you, his like...
You scared my wife.
Yeah, like, you know what?
He lost his drone. He was looking for his drone.
I was like, no, bro, I'm so scatterbrained. You right, bro. I can see how this looks bad. But my bad, bro. But I just lost the drone, so I'm not thinking clearly.
You better be glad he asked questions.
Right. Let me go in the house before I get shot.
What type of vibe do you want, Katrina? Absolutely. Sig and C have more experience with all the cruise lines. Defer to them. Okay. We are so ready. We already paid our deposit for Mommy and Me cruise. We're taking the whole family to sun. Yay! Hey! Oh, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
If we had a me, we would go.
We have me. We have a me.
We don't have a me.
We have an adjacent me.
We do have an adjacent
me.
We
do have an adjacent me.
She has a mom.
Oh, I tell you what, she would flip out on that shit. She would lose it.
She has a mommy.
Well, aunties can go too. I don't know if I don't have that much energy. Auntie ain't built like that no more. Okay.
You sign yourself up for it.
Auntie ain't built like that no more. Auntie need reinforcements. Because them 2 days that I sat with her this week were magical, and I don't think they're gonna get any better. Last week, they're gonna get any better than what they were.
They're not.
Because first of all, we both Geminis, and I understand the assignment. Okay,
and at least you had me to take some of the brunt.
Yeah, I was like, "Can you tag in for a minute?"
Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs. She's just down here watching TV. Can you give me a break?
You were trying to get on AOL late at night in that lounge. Like, woke the neighborhood up back in the olden days. Listen, that AOL login totaled everything.
My dad, I would kick my dad off the internet. I found a way to kick my dad off of the dial-up internet.
You ought to shame yourself. And don't talk about the party line. I actually had a friend who had her own phone line, and I was like, y'all rich, because there ain't no reason why you got your own phone line. Have a party line. Let it beep in.
Crazy.
Let it beep in like everybody else, and you got to click over. Kids wouldn't even know how to click over the phone if they had to. How you click over? But you gotta do it quick, because if you don't do it quick, you gonna hang up.
Yeah.
You gotta hit it quick. I'm looking every day at cruises.
Oh, so you turned into us.
Yeah, absolutely. I done looked at so many cruises. Actually, if anybody is interested, I will be posting it very soon. Destiny wanted to do a cruise for her birthday in January. Brandon is sleepy, so I don't know how long we're gonna be on tonight. Destiny wanted to do a cruise for her birthday. Her birthday is December 30th, but January 4th, then we're doing Independence of the Seas, and that one actually goes to Jamaica and to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So if anybody's interested, let me know. The cabin prices I saw started around $800 a person, and that was for an interior. So if anybody wants to know, let me know. But I'll post it. But this will be Destiny's 4th cruise, and she's pretty excited.
I just thought about CSP going away in December.
Yeah, we gotta map that out. I kind of don't want to know which towns are sundowns. I'd rather be clueless. Liam, right, I guess if you driving through them,
hey man,
you driving through them, so I guess
you feel like you might pass.
He don't know what kind of load he gonna get what week. He might just got to drive 2 more.
He might pass.
Six, they still sell road atlases on Amazon. $15 to $25. You can get a 2025 version.
I'm sure we can go over and get one from Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel got everything. They even sell cruise shirts now. Stay in your lane. Sell them daggone pancakes and buttermilk biscuits.
Go over there and take a picture.
I got an idea. Take a picture. These days, you never know. Time to order that map. You might just need to keep an atlas in your car.
But are you navigating? Do you know how to read a map?
Do I look like I know how to read a map?
I don't know. You know how to.
I'm sure I know how to. I can read a map. It ain't that. I mean, it ain't gonna say it ain't that hard. But I can read a map. If we had to, and we were in a dire situation,
you know, it'd be a good idea for a vlog.
Go somewhere by map. No way.
No.
Oh.
Drive to Orlando.
Only with an atlas.
Yeah, like blind.
I think we can do it anyway. There's too many road signs. I don't think we need it. I think we can do it. We've done it so many times. You just gotta. You can't sleep like because you like both of us will have to be awake.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
I have all these vlog ideas.
Oh no, not an app for Sundown Town. Yeah, it's you know what I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's a bad idea.
Maps.com.
Maps.com.
That's what it was.
The comments are a changing. Okay, I don't think it's a bad idea. Who's Rand McNally? Rand McNally. Mm-hmm. Who's that?
Oh, that's the people who make the maps.
Oh, that's the people who make the maps.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew I couldn't think of his name. Destiny just enjoys the journey. just enjoy the journey, Destiny. That's it. Not we blasting the kids because we didn't remember the terms. Listen, rather be in the worst hood than a sundown town. I don't think it's a bad idea for that map. I really don't. One of them GPS apps almost had me drive off the side of a mountain in California, talking about it found a shortcut to Yosemite.
I bet
it did. You just go straight down, and now you have arrived. So it found one.
Shortcut to the room.
Leo said, "Who turns the radio or TV off because you can't see to read something on your phone?" Because this is me. No, I'll turn on that flashlight.
Bro,
quick.
at work, like when I'm having like in the middle of an application and like I need to put notes on, and it's just like I gotta cut the TV off. I gotta mute this. I gotta pause this because I gotta concentrate. My concentration is not great.
Yellow said having your own phone line was a phase in my day. We was po, but I had my own line. Listen, I know people that had their own line, and we was just like, y'all rich. Ain't nowhere in the world.
I was on the channel. I mean, who the hell I was going to talk to? But I did not have my own line.
I talked my mom into a second line when we got internet. My line was an internet line because she got tired of me tying up the phone. And that second line wasn't cheap. You had to pay for that click. You had to pay to click that line over. Yep, that's how I got mine. That's when you could add a splitter to the phone. I remember those. I remember those. Yep.
How do we even get here? I don't even know.
I don't even know. Stay in your lane, Cracker Barrel. And right. Sell the biscuits. Sell them buttermilk biscuits and pancakes. And
dry ass biscuits.
And leave the cruise shirts alone. Leave it to professionals.
I was going to say something. Your rocking chairs.
And not your rocking chairs. Yes, maps have ABC on the side and 1, 2, 3 on the top, across and down. It has like this own built-in compass atlas thing.
I ain't the smartest. I'm not very smart. I don't.
I do want to take like a trip where you drive from one destination to the other and then just find like all the Google suggested stops in between. I guess it's like an AI trip.
Oh,
like we had planned to do last summer.
That's very much a summer thing.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll do that this
I
summer.
don't mind doing it.
Yeah, because we like road trips. So, let's see here. Oh, and I was gonna click off, but hey, luscious ladies, if y'all want to book, tonight's the last night. You can get the extra
salute drink.
Yes.
Thanks.
So, yes.
Killed it.
It is tonight. So if you want to book Lush, go ahead and book tonight so you can get the extra drink, the drink perks. because tomorrow's going to be something different, and it's going to be good, but it ain't as good as this. I've driven through a sundown town before and was very unaware and was pulled over by an officer. Very thankful I was alone. I was alone that time.
My first introduction to a sundown town was traveling with my wife back to her hometown, and we got to a stoplight, and she was like, "Hey,
don't go down there. Don't go that way.
Do not.
Don't go that way.
Do not go down. Do not. We
past 5 o'clock. We don't go that way.
We don't go. We don't.
When the sun goes now.
I can't remember which way we were going, but you were like,
we're going to my grandma's house.
So, yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't cross that bridge past 5 o'clock.
Don't take this right. You did take me there during the day.
I did. It is beautiful.
Yes, but you were like, do not hang this right at the.
It's not like that anymore. It's very integrated now.
I bet it is.
It's very, very integrated now. Now everybody is very integrated.
I bet.
Yeah.
But
people live down there now. Like we live down there now.
Do we live down there as a couple?
Yeah, they live as a couple. But the minute it go wrong, you better go home. Go home to your mammy.
You still would go down there past 5?
I'm not, and I ain't. Not me. Before I take a trip, I print out a map to see how long it would take me to get each major city of the states we are going through plus GPS.
We don't
print out maps.
We don't have that. We don't have. I don't know if you know this about us. We're not very disciplined people.
We're just free. I was free as
and
a bird.
I want to be disciplined.
Bird in the sky.
we are not.
We live a very
undisciplined life.
The things that you think that we printing out maps, not booking a flight a day before you got to go home. We are not those people.
Not booking a cruise
30 days before it leaves or 2 weeks before. That's not who we are. We are very much, hey, you want to go to Disneyland tomorrow? Sure, pack a bag. That's who we are.
We're way too smart for the dumb decisions we
make. And y'all remember it's been a little bit. It may have been sometime last year. The last time I heard Brandon say this. Brandon used to say all the time, I'm tired of learning lessons. Because we always say in our vlogs, hey, I guess we know now it's a lesson we had to learn. And Brandon be like, I'm tired of learning lessons. We still learn lessons. We just
excuse me.
Bring better points.
No.
Bring them back.
We are very. If life was the idiot tax,
we get taxed a lot.
We will be Bill Gates.
Okay, we get taxed a lot. Boy, the idiot taxes is bad. I only use GPS to know how long it's going to take me to get there and what time I should get there. And after that, I get off the interstate and go to the final destination.
That's about how.
Well, he knows. Like he drives trucks for a living. He done drove these roads like a million times. He knows.
But like you're saying about the Florida thing,
yeah,
I think we could get there.
Right.
I just want to know how long it's going to take us to get there.
Right.
That's my thing. So if I didn't know that, I think I would be. It would make me feel weird.
Right.
If we left here and I was like, I think it's going to take us 12 hours, but I don't know.
Let's see here. Look, what's it say? I sit in those rocking chairs every time I go to the Cracker Barrel. I literally read an article where they're trying to revamp their image. So some of the Cracker Barrels are taking like rocking chairs off and they're taking some of those pictures off of the walls and just like painting the walls a flat color.
They don't want to make it seem like a plantation.
Right. And I don't know if it's working. But they are in some areas, they're like removing all the stuff that gives the stigma of what your name is still Cracker Barrel. Like, no, what else?
We have a Cracker Barrel across the street. It's like, we were so excited when we moved over here because it was like
that damn Cracker Barrel, but like
we're so close to restaurants like that was like, oh man, we're so close to a cookout. Oh man,
we're close to Smithfield.
We're close to Andy's, Highway 55.
Yeah,
and,
they need to go back.
And
to
then
Andy's.
we're so close to Cracker Barrel.
Nah, we don't go to no places.
We may have eaten it at Highway 55 once.
And then it was trash. So
yeah.
We used to have a Pizza Inn, but now it's not Pizza Inn anymore. As soon as we moved over here, it wasn't Pizza Inn anymore.
We've been to that Cracker Barrel once to meet Anthony.
Maybe 3 or 4 times.
Maybe 3 or 4 times. And you may have been probably going because I think
me and Shay went for breakfast one day. Yeah, like we passed that Cracker Barrel. I don't know how many times.
Yeah. No,
we don't go over there.
We literally live right across the street.
We do talk about going at Christmas though, so we can go and look at like the Christmas decorations and stuff. But
it does smell dope.
It does. Yellow said, "Love a good road trip with no pressure on time." That's me. I think we probably might pick that up this summer. I could be in a sundown town now, and I really don't want to know if it is. I feel like I would want to know.
I feel like.
But if you don't want to know, then
the only reason you want to know is either one, you're comfortable, and you know they're not gonna mess with you because you can pass.
Yeah. My sister said, "Yep, I used to work with a guy who said his family lives down east. He said he went to visit and they pulled a piece on him. Identify yourself. They don't be playing.
But guess what? He's one of the good ones. So we're not worried about you.
Listen, if you're going down there to work, you can go down there to work, and you can go down there to work, and then you bring him out of there. Okay, that's it. Go down there to work. You can pay my driveway, son. They love son too. Son is their favorite. That's their favorite. 2 points for BP. You did say.
What did I say?
You know you dropped the F-bomb.
I thought I pulled that back.
Nah, it was too late. It was already out. Will said, I took the back way home from New York to Atlanta, and it takes you through West Virginia. Definitely pulled up in the wrong neighborhood for gas.
It definitely called
now, when it said West Virginia, I'm not taking no back roads. Sorry. I can't. I'm not.
I went to West Virginia once, but I don't think we took. It was just very hilly, and we were in there during the day.
I know somebody who moved there and got caught up on some trafficking charges.
Trafficking of humans or
of the narcotics.
They
still live there. They just live
in a penitentiary.
They live free now. Like, yes.
They get 3 hots in a cot.
They get 3 hots in a cot. Well, I don't know if they even get 3 hots in a cot in West Virginia, so I'm not. Will, I bet you did. I plan my gas stops at major cities. And do
we?
You know you do.
No, we don't.
Brandon planned out the gas stops. The first stop gonna be that Buc-ee's in South Carolina.
I'm only stopped when I'm told to stop. We don't, because
but if I got to pee, I got to pee.
Question: on the way to Margaritaville,
that bathroom,
what city was that in?
I don't even know.
It was in some backwood hill, Georgia.
I don't know, but I tell you what. Somebody painted them bathroom walls in that gas station, and that attendant could not have cared less. Sis said they don't pay me for that. They pay me for the bring your snacks up and turn on the pumps. That's it. Liam said, "Wait, what?"
No, you don't care. Remember?
No, you don't care. You don't care.
You don't care. You don't care. The whole state of West Virginia is a sundown town.
I really just like going to get those dollars. Okay. Well, it don't matter. All my jokes are inappropriate for the internet right now.
Come back in 30 minutes and tell me.
I really just like going on those long dollar flavor peppermints. Going to get yeah. And then the soft. I like the soft peppermints too. Those are my favorite. The soft ones and some Boston baked beans. Give me some good old Boston baked beans. Break your teeth off.
I was like, I remember the first time we separated. I went somewhere and you stayed home. You took me to Cracker Barrel for breakfast, and it was like one of the worst breakfasts I've ever had.
I was dropping Brandon off to the airport, and I took him to breakfast before he left. and he hated it.
It was awful.
It was a Cracker Barrel by the airport. He hated it.
It was awful. I'll eat their lunch though, but not their breakfast. I will not eat their breakfast.
Yolo said, "Are they though?" Bucky, yeah, listen, Brandon give us a time limit. We go to Bucky's. Brandon be like, y'all got a time limit in here. Y'all got 25 minutes. Brandon don't be playing, and he be at the car at 19. y'all.
I'm spinning the block at 15
minutes.
Yeah,
he like, all right, we got 10 minutes. I'm going to the car. Brandon don't linger in Bucky's because you're gonna spend half your trip money in there, and people do. But I ain't buying.
Yeah, like with last time again, this magical trip to Margaritaville. Destiny spent 20% of her money for a 7 day. Like we were gonna be going for.
It was a
7. We were going for 7 days.
Yeah,
she spent 20 to 30% of her money in the Buc-ee's on the first stop. What are you doing?
You gotta time these dollars out. Because I was just like, we're going in here for coffee, soda, and a bathroom. Destiny came out with Destiny had a grocery cart in Buc-ee's. A grocery cart. Why do you have a cart?
Bro, don't. And just word to the wise, if you've got to travel a long ways, do not get one of those sandwiches.
Don't get that brisket sandwich. Not if your stomach is sensitive. I'm sorry. And I know people love them.
Buc-ee's is not great.
No.
I'm sorry. Whoever needs to hear this out of these 40 people here, Buc-ee's isn't great. It's not.
I love their bathrooms.
I low-key hate Buc-ee's.
No, I don't hate it now.
Just because it's super over. It's
overstimulating. And then when you walk in, the first thing Shay said is too many smells. When you first walk in, it's a lot of smells. The cinnamon, the brisket, the cinnamon pecans. That's the first thing that hit you. And then like you walk in, the lights are super bright. There you can buy clothes, you can buy ammo. I don't know. It's some everything. There's like, what are we doing? There's a truck right in front of you. There's a beaver in a costume. There's a mile long with soda stations. Like it's so much happening at one time. It's so much happening at one time.
Yeah, just again, if you have to travel, don't. Because I think me and Siobhan made that.
Brandon, if I'm asleep, Brandon gonna pass by the Buc-ee's. I don't care if I say I want to stop. He gonna pass by.
You can mother F that Buc-ee's, bro. I'm not. I just don't like Buc-ee. It is. I'll stop there because I know everybody else in the car wants to stop there.
And they got the bathrooms. I just want to stop for the bathrooms and the soda and the coffee. That's it. I might get some they got the fresh fruit and stuff like that, but She said when I road trip from West Palm to Tallahassee and the areas near gated communities felt like get out. Is that where it was filmed? Because I can see that. I can see that. There's a gas station here in Texas. It's old, small, like 2 pumps, and when you go inside, they have framed pictures on the wall of the. Oh! When I tell you I walked out so fast. Oh no!
Framed pictures of the KKK.
That's crazy.
Having a natural allegiance to losers. Crazy.
Leo said it's not that I don't care, it is that I want to live in bliss. Believe it, it's not that. It's not one. Okay, you get it.
Do I though? Like I want to know if somebody openly didn't want me in their town. Because you know what? I wouldn't be there.
Hey, Jaretha, how are you? Thank you for being here. Jaretha said, Parks want to go. My mom and I was just talking about doing a road trip. When I was younger, my mom would have the whole map of the places we were going to map out the route.
Like a Goofy movie?
Like the Goofy movie. I want to do a Goofy movie trip. I do. I want to take a cross-country trip, but I don't want to do it in a car. I want to do it on a train. I just do. I'm very much obsessed with these trains.
She's obsessed. She's like Sheldon.
I'm obsessed. My mama is quick to say, don't have any money, but come out of Buc-ee's with $75 worth of stuff.
It was worse when your mom was with us.
Oh, because she was invested.
I was like, okay.
She was invested.
You got this amount.
She was invested. What about beaver nuggets?
Siobhan got some beaver nuggets, but we were so sick of Buc-ee's by the time we got to our hotel. We never ate. They just melted.
I think we stopped to 2 or 3 Buc-ee's on the way.
We stopped
at every Buc-ee's we saw on 95 between
South Carolina.
And
it was Daytona.
And
there's one between there.
Yeah, and there's one in Georgia too.
Yeah.
I think. So yeah, we stopped at 3 Buc-ee's, and then by that time, and then the brisket sandwich kind of gave us the rumblies and the tumblies. So
we didn't get that to the last stop, right?
Yeah, because we got the brisket for lunch.
So gross. And because at the end of the day, it's still gas station food.
That's what I'm saying. It's still a gas station.
I stole that from you.
It's still a gas station. It's still a gas station. They just happen to cook brisket in there, and they smoke meats in there. It's still gas station food. It ain't a restaurant. It's like going to the gas station, going up to the roller grill and getting a hot dog off. Are you gonna call that a restaurant, or are you gonna call that a gas station hot dog? It's a gas station hot dog.
Not a roller grill.
I am not a fan, Leo.
It's just really one of those things you have to do it once, and then after you do it, you'll be like, all right, that's enough.
It is overstimulating because what cruise we were coming back from Margaritaville, and we stopped at the Buc-ee's in South Carolina. Was it South Carolina? And it was so many people in there. It was I think I posted it, and I was like, it's too many people. It's just. The line was at the back of the store to check out. And people were just like, nobody knew where the line to the checkout was versus the line to the bathroom. It was too much. This sausage on a stick, the sausage on a stick, an icy, and their fresh cinnamon rolls topped with pecans are my go-to.
You on the way to the house after that, right? Because I cannot imagine driving, another 4 to 5 hours with a belly full of
sausage and icy with some cinnamon roll. Now, I was trying that cinnamon roll now. I didn't know they had one of them. I guess because I don't be looking at the food in there since that brisket. But I don't know about the sausage on the stick. If we stop, I can't say I'm going to do it. I can't even say I'm going to do it.
Bro, I don't even know if that song we getting I don't even know where that song be.
Yo said hashtag mother F fuckings.
Wait, man. Let's sound that out now.
No,
mother
Buc-ee's.
Mother.
Oh, October. I'm in. Come on, Rosalind. Come on, girl.
What's in October? Oh, Lush. Yeah.
Come on in.
2026 now. Make sure you get that right.
It is 2026 though. Yeah. Hold on. Let me put it back up. It is 2026. But if you book it tonight, you'll get that additional $100 of drink credit. So, bar cash. They do it different. It's not bar cash. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Sailor Loop. Yeah. So my brain is on fire today. So come on, Rosalind. Come on, girl. We would love to have you.
You, Rosalind.
You.
We need you.
We need you. She said, I'm not going. I'm not going to Buc-ee's. I'm not going.
I wouldn't get pressured to stop there. It is just heavily suggested that I stop there.
Just because you're going to get a clean bathroom. That's it. You know for a fact the bathroom is going to be clean. The reason I told Mom we could rent an RV.
We have discussed this a couple of different times. Now that I've gotten her off buying one.
Yeah, I don't want to buy one anymore.
Teresa, how much did they? Because I can't remember specifically how much.
Okay, so this is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to go and check out Locked In with the Wilsons. They are mostly they still do cruises, but they also do RV stuff now because they have purchased an RV. They kind of have the same passion I have, and just looking at their channel, it's so much you got to do with an RV. As much as I want to do an RV, I can't do a fifth wheel. They have a fifth wheel. I cannot do a fifth wheel. I would have to do one of the little ones that you can drive, like a coach, or I would have to do like the RV bus. It's so much that you have to do to have RV, but I would absolutely love to rent like a small like coach RV, but not a fifth wheel. Yes. The Jacko, those. Yes, I would drive that.
$200 a night.
That's not bad actually. And then you can actually, see, I can't. That's a fifth wheel. I can't handle that. Yeah. So anything that you can drive yourself, because also I can rent one of those and drive to Disney and pay like $20 a night for the campground. My first bucky stop was definitely $75 worth of stuff. See,
I don't remember. I feel like
I think we spent like
soda.
20.
The soda.
25.
I feel like we got some candy or something.
And I did get the beaver nuggets.
Because our first stop there was also. Was that at
we got
5
a breakfast
a.m.?
sandwich, yeah. We got a breakfast biscuit. The sauce, yeah. So we got breakfast and then we stopped for lunch. It's on our the video brand we do not want to name Allure to Seas vlog. It's our travel day for Allure to Seas. So if you want to see our bookies, our first official buggy stop, that's where it is. Travel day for Allure to Seas. I live in Houston, but when I was an over the road trucker, I came across it heading east. Nice. Female trucker. Love that. Love that. I actually want to do that one day, rent an RV. I've been saying
we've talked about this before.
We have talked about this for a few years now. Well, I am still down for the road rules RV rental. When we rent an RV and we just drive to different content creators places and pick them up, and we do like a road rules type RV. I'm anybody down for it.
So we start here in North Carolina and we just go pick up everybody.
We just go pick up everybody.
What's the final destination?
We got to decide on the final destination together, but we pick up the content creators along the way. LA.
See, what if people are like, let's say, season?
It's got to be along the route. You got to meet us at a certain. Now you got to meet us somewhere. You got to be along the route. So either meet us at a destination, because they could catch a train to the destination. We pick them up from the train station. It can work, but road rules. I've always been obsessed with that show because they had RVs. They were in RVs.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when people stop being fake.
It start being real.
Even though I know that's not the same thing.
I think that is the saying, though. I think that's
for real world.
But same thing. Road rules was real world. It was an extension of it.
That should be on Paramount Plus too.
But yeah, it was an extension of it. Crystal Burger or White Castle. Yes, those are delicious and great for road trips. I don't want neither one of those. Don't mix no minced up onions. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't like White Castle. And it's been some years since I had a White Castle, so maybe I need to try it again. But I'm good on it. LaQuinta said the beaver nuggets are terrible to me.
So we ain't missed none except for like $3.
Okay, yeah, we missed our money. That was it. No BP. That's what I get when I'm trucking. You
truckers are a special breed.
Okay,
yes.
I love it. Female truckers, I love it. I follow all the female truckers on Instagram just because I like to see the power of a female doing something that is in a male-dominated field. So, I really like that. And then there's one. The first one I started following. She usually have like real colorful hair. I don't think she really drives that much anymore, but she started getting brand deals. Yeah, because she was really one of the first ones that like started showing. And then the one I was following the most recent one, I was following her on Facebook. She lost her job because she was sharing too much. She basically had her son in her lap driving the truck.
Yeah, that's not very smart.
So like she got suspended for a year. I live in Humble, Texas.
Mark Henry's from Humble, Texas. That's where Mark Henry's from, the world's strongest man.
That used to be my theme song on Brandon's phone. Might need to put it back. They do have clean bathrooms. I love their bathrooms. They have the best bathrooms on the interstate. Bathroom is clean for the most part at Love's. No, I've been to like 2 Loves where the bathrooms weren't clean.
They don't have showers in there too?
They do have showers in there, but it's a truck stop. Wilson's doing their thing with yes, they are. I love that for them because I remember talking to them on the Meet and I cruise, and they were talking about getting an RV because we were kind of sharing that we wanted to do that as a passion. I was like, and I've always like since a little girl wanted to have RV, and they were like, yeah, we were talking about going to look at RVs. And then, like 6 months later, they were like, "We brought an RV." I was like, "What?" So yes, they are doing their thing. They are really putting out their RV content, and I love it. Hey, I don't know. It didn't jump back up, did it? Put the stick down, BP is giving Crash Out Bowl. Let him have it. Let him have it. He need it. He need it. I'm off the Beltway at John Rolston. Oh, okay. Y'all know where each other at. Okay. They took my remote work. I was ready a year ago. See, she was ready to do it.
People who take remote work are evil. Those are
They
evil.
are, because I could see us having 2 RVs and us doing the road rules race. I can see it.
I thank God every day.
That's called a bus or a coach. Yeah, like I know I couldn't, but you got to have like a special license to drive the coach, right? I know I can drive the coachman, the little ones.
I wouldn't drive one single second.
I would. I like driving big vehicles. I do. I like driving big vehicles. We hired Liam to drive highly qualified reality TV. Yes. Come on, Liam. Nah, Liam needs to get some tenure.
One time that Liam did drive us, it was very pleasant.
It was a pleasant ride.
5 stars.
5 stars for Liam.
Like the frog splash.
Oh my goodness. She said, that's the squirts. Because I'm telling you.
Or as I like to call them, the green apple splatters.
Oh my goodness. Yellow said maybe, but they good to me. White Castle and crystals on the road trip is a terrible move. Bathroom break every 30 minutes. Y'all know I ain't right. Oh, yeet.
Yeet.
Yeet, oos. Are you
I'm always feeling oosy.
What's going on, G?
What's up, G-Fox?
Thanks for being here, fam. Bryce said, not the central chocolate ring.
Nah, not that one, bro. 3-6 Mafia.
Oh, my goodness. Loves is hit on me. And it is. Loves don't hit every time. I'm sorry.
One time Loves hit, it's got a Pizza Hut attached to it.
That part. I did stop to Love's one time that had a Popeyes, and that was, I think it was like, was it a Popeye? Churches. It had a Churches attached.
We weren't together.
No, me and my sister were going to see Mandy.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the one like in between Greensboro and that little cut.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I need to do a cross country fan bus. I'm telling you, I need people to understand. I'm telling you that I need this to happen. I need this to happen. We need to do the race.
Call it Lex Express. Bryce will get that.
I need it to happen. That was diabolical to make y'all go back to the office. It was like, come on now. We've been home for 5 years. Now you want to make me go to the office? What's wrong with y'all? What's going on, Katina? How are
Katina,
you?
thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here. Katina said, I'll be your driver.
So we got a bunch of drivers.
So we got LaQuinta. She didn't volunteer, but I know she drives trucks. I know Katina drives because Katina drives for a very popular car brand. Mm-hmm. She delivers vehicles for people. And then Liam has his CDL. So we got some drivers. Because I'm going to tell y'all right now, if I got to drive the whole time, we're going to be parked. Because I'm going to sleep. One thing about me, I'm asleep. I'll get my nap in.
She's a sundown town unto herself.
And I am, because I'm going to sleep. If I get sleep, somebody better take over, or else we stop it.
I know we were mentioning this Margaritaville at Sea road trip a lot, but the time Siobhan only drove 30 minutes.
It was more than 30 minutes.
Siobhan, it was not 30 minutes, baby.
You do not need a special license for an RV motor coach. I just was trying to get you to drive. That's it. C said, ooh. I'm sure that was to your green apple splatters. Did I have a GPS to drive you to the airport? I don't think you.
I think
so.
But I'm not confident enough to make a determination.
Me either. Now that sounds like fun cross country fan, but I'm telling you, like that's real. LaQuinta, do you want to drive? We need to make if we plan it for 2027, we can make it happen. I'm saying 2027 because we just told y'all we're not responsible. So 2027 will force us to get our stuff together. But I'm just saying we need to do it. I'm so ready for it. I would drive the camper van. Let's get it. Okay, look, we got another driver. Y'all think I'll be playing? Tomorrow I have a whole SOP about how this supposed to go down. Y'all don't know. I will sit up. One thing about me, don't give me no idea. Don't give me no idea. We just be sitting in queues talking on Teams next to each other. Ghetto. So y'all could do that at the house. That's trash.
But they gotta justify all these building costs. They just like having a finger on you.
Yep. C said, I got plenty of sick leave though. Let's go. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Y'all know I get happy. I'm gonna be asleep with my mouth open and snore. Can't drive like I used to. Girl, no. Not me. I sure can't. I'm telling you, if I'm driving, my shift is during the day. And then you still taking a chance because I'm gonna get my nap.
And what's silly is you don't even like taking naps at home.
I don't. It's the car. It's like when a baby won't sleep and they say put the baby in the car. It's the motion of the vehicle. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta take a nap. I just got to. I don't know. We could be 45 minutes away from the house. I'm going to sleep on the way to the house.
I was like, I know when she put that phone down.
I'm going to sleep.
Like the other night, we went to the movies. The movie theater is about 30 minutes away from the house. We're listening to a
podcast.
Don't think we're nerds here. I mean, we are, but so we're listening to a podcast about a killer whale, the Free Willy whale.
Kiko. Man, they did Kiko dirty. But anyway, go ahead.
But it's a good podcast.
It's a good podcast.
So we listen to a podcast, and she put that phone down. I was like, well, let me go ahead and turn this off. And so yeah, don't ever depend on Siobhan for more than 15 minutes on a nightly drive.
LaQuinta said, I'll bring the good snacks. We just know it ain't no beaver nuggets because LaQuinta said not for her.
She bringing the 2026 snacks.
She got the new snack. They ain't came out with them yet. Little sprinkles. They ain't came out with these yet. That's a lot of people in this RV, maybe a train. Don't give me no ideas. I done told y'all.
Can you do that for a train?
You can book a group on a train.
That would be cool.
I already talked. Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I already talked to rail bookers. I already got a. Don't play with me, okay? Because I already told you I've been obsessed with this train thing. So I've been talking to rail bookers. Yeah. YOLO gonna take us out doing the ultimate road trip. She said she going to sleep, and that's it. That's fine now. I got a 45-minute time limit. When we get to this next exit, somebody better be ready for that shit. Oh, I do like night driving though. Loud music and a good audio book. I don't like night driving. I like riding at night. I don't like to be the one to do the driving.
Oh yeah, no, because at some point I just put on my either comic book podcast, comic book, or wrestling. Yeah, I'm straight.
Will said, I drove buses for years. I'm the family. There you go. We got another driver. I know you didn't volunteer, but I'm volunteering you.
I didn't drive for a living, but I am the family designated driver.
He is. C said, rail pass is like $500 something on so it is $4.99. I already looked at it. You get 10 stops, $4.99. But you got 30 days to use it, so you need to plan your stops accordingly. But yeah, I already looked at it. An adventure would be to take a train cross country or a group trip to another country, Italy or Japan. Y'all don't know. I've already looked at all this. I know what train I would take if I was going to Japan. I know they got a Hello Kitty and a Pokemon train, but that's not the one I would take. They have a express train that look like it got a nose on it. It's green. In Japan, I know what train I would take if I was to go to Canada. I know what Alaska train I would take. I know I want to take the coast to coast train. I know my trains. I know them. Untold Story of Kiko, the star of Free Willy. Oh, your favorite couple know it. They know it. They know it. Yo, they did Kiko dirty, y'all. They did Kiko so dirty. And it's all because we got up in arms. Free Willy. And then they ain't know how to free Willy properly.
We ain't got to the end of it though, so we don't know the end.
No,
I think we got one episode left on it. But it was like Siobhan was like, yeah, I get it. Because the kid was like, they got money to wars, but they ain't got money to free Willie.
No, they don't. Do you understand what it takes to free Willie? Willie has been captured since he was a baby pup.
Baby, Kiko don't want nothing to do.
No.
Kiko just wants belly rubs and to be
That's
fed
it.
fish.
And the crazy thing is, the only reason why he was in the movie because daggone man was too lazy to read the contract. He was just like, yeah, y'all can do the movie here, and now we got free Willie. See.
Got one more episode. But my man was like, there's literally the worst well you could ever try to do this with.
Yeah. And I was like, out of all the wells, this is the one. But Quincy said, who said RV? I thought it was a coach bus. Either one will work, but RV is my, we can make a coach bus happen too now. But I'm just saying, RV is like road rules thing. That's what I'm thinking. Yellow said, hubby got me spoiled. I don't drive unless he is too sleepy to stay awake. I just told y'all last week, Brandon drove home 12 hours with the bid and wouldn't let nobody else drive.
Sean, there was only one person capable of driving.
And I asked, and you was like, no. The thing about driving across country is that you have to drive back across. Not if you, if you rent an RV, you definitely got to drive that back.
I got a riddle for everybody. We were watching this video, and the guy was like, yeah, we're going to go out here to this restaurant, and it's uphill both ways. I'm going to let y'all figure that out. It was here in North Carolina. Mm-hmm. The restaurant was uphill both ways.
Mm-hmm. 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 My homegirl and I drove to Hampton. Drove from Hampton to Houston in college. The rule was if I feel a smidge tire, swap out. Because anything.
Strong as that.
I'm like, all right, you ain't got too many more times. Like
it was like I can't remember when, but it was like one time I physically do not remember driving. I don't remember which trip it was. It may have been like but there are stretches I do not remember.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been there before, but like, name. What, we just in South Carolina?
There's stretches
we in Georgia now. Yeah, I've been there. I'm going to take the Amtrak from Tampa to Miami. Hey, Andretta.
Hey, Andretta. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here. Oh.
So, here's, guys, okay. So,
she cooking something now. I mean, smell a little tasty.
She burning something.
She definitely frying it up.
It
now.
is so expensive to travel anywhere these days. So me and Siobhan thought about doing a little quick bop to Orlando next month. So doing this quick little bop, which would have been from the 16th through the 18th. This includes a trip to Disney. Mm-hmm. Between us taking a train there, staying there 2 nights, mm-hmm. and then flying back, mm-hmm. would have cost us $1,000
at the minimum.
And we were like, "This is how we got not spending so much."
We ain't even brought the tickets yet to the theme park.
No, this was included.
$1,000.
We were already at $700. We were at $700 for the travel,
for the hotel, the train, and the plane was $700. This is including the tickets.
No,
it can't be.
It was not.
No,
because the train there would have been 2, the flight back would have been 2, so that's 4. Then the hotel would have been $750. You're right.
Yeah.
We ain't even bought food.
We ain't brought no food. We ain't brought tickets to the park. We ain't done none of that yet.
So it's just expensive, and we were like, okay, we'll be getting out cheap by taking a train. The flight's a little, this is how I get out of spending some. This is how we would get out of spending so much on cruising. But then we thought about it. It was like, hell, $1,000. At least our meals are taken care of for 4 days.
And we can go to more than one place.
Yes. So this is why I cruise. This is why we cruise.
Yes.
Because we're already at $1,000.
What you cook? Some Alfredo. I knew it smelled good.
Yeah. So we were trying to look 2 days, $1,000. This is why we cruise.
Hey Mickey, how are you?
Hey Mickey, thanks for being here.
We appreciate you. Yeah, and if you drive and you get to listen to what you want, I don't bother. Like he'll turn the podcast off if I'm asleep, but when I wake up, he'll turn it back on.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to look into the trains. I'm telling you, like, even if we do, like, even if the RV ain't a thing, a train, I got a contact. I already been talking to her, to be honest. Because I'm still on this going to Ireland thing, but I was actually talking to her about doing a Ireland trip. And she was like, most people, when they go to Ireland, they do excursions by bus, but they don't realize they can do it by train. And she was like, it's cheaper to actually do it by train. So I kind of been talking to her about that. Happy birthday!
Yay!
Happy birthday!
Happy
I'm so sorry.
We had buttons, but we don't have buttons.
We don't have buttons yet. I gotta set it back up. But happy birthday, Key. I am taking a round trip from Miami to Tampa. So also one of the people I listened to said that if you're going to buy train travel for the summer, you need to do it before Memorial Day. Yep. So figure it out. Carmelyn, hello.
Hey, thank you for being here.
Thanks for being here. She says, is this on Netflix?
No, this is it's called the one I'm listening to. They may be listening to another one. The one we listen to called The Goodwill.
Yeah.
The first 2 episodes are on Spotify, and they'll tell you have to have a New York Times subscription for the next couple episodes, but you can just go to Google and type in The Goodwill, and then you can find it. Yeah, but it's called The Goodwill.
Yeah. Let's see here. She had a blast. I'm good.
That's my voice, Shelton.
I am not getting on a church bus with y'all. Come on.
We're not getting on.
That was some of the best trips.
We're not getting on the church bus going to
Come
Potomac
on.
Mills.
Now if we get a church bus, y'all not gonna buy a seat on the bus, and we're gonna take this cross country trip.
I want to go to Potomac Mills on a bus.
That's how you do it. It's a shopping trip. We took one to Disney though. I took one to Disney. The first time I did it was to Disney. Free Willy, I only remember Michael Jackson's song. It was so much more than just Michael Jackson's song. It was so much involved in that. It was so much involved. And it's only because the little kids got up there. It was like, Free Willy, Free Willy. And his whole life got turned upside down.
They made bank off him, though.
They did. They made, yes. We had that conversation last week. No buses. Oh, yeah, we did. The Amtrak and a coach bus is different now. At least on a coach bus, you know who's on that particular bus. Amtrak, you're going to get anybody. And anything.
Greyhound, somebody could be freebasing next to you.
No, Amtrak. Sorry, Greyhound. Thank you. I'm taking a round trip train, Amtrak from Tampa to Miami, a special for $34 round trip.
See, we're sitting here thinking, man, take the train. But it's like, if we take a train, we're just doing it for like vlogging and just for like the love of the game. But we can actually probably get there cheaper than taking a flight. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, Rocky Mountaineer is goals. Yes. Come on, fam. Now, daggone it. Come on, fam. It is absolutely gold. It is. It is. Daggone it. Now I gotta watch some train videos.
You were doing that anyway.
I was doing that anyway. I had a road trip like that with an uncle. We parked in front of the house, and he was like, "I don't know how we got here." Man, you just be tired. You be so tired. This is
There's certain things I don't remember. Everything's a blur.
Lisa, who said church bus? See, he said me. It sounded real church bus shit, Leah.
Y'all ain't never took no shopping trip for Tommy Mills on the church bus. Y'all ain't real.
Y'all said, BP, stop pointing that stick at my face.
I can't. Now it's like a fidget tool. Now I can't help it.
HB5, what's going on? How are you?
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here. See, he said, I keep ducking. You need to bring the homemade fried chicken and potato salad this see. If we going on a church bus, it sounds like we need a picnic basket. You need to pack your sandwiches. Ain't nobody really ready for this because y'all know this is just making me want to do it. Ain't nobody really ready for this,
including us.
Going great by the grace of God. How are y'all doing? Oh, we're doing well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, we appreciate it, and I'm glad you're doing great. That sounds real good right now, Liam. I am down with the train cross country. Let me know. Oh, okay.
We have literally mapped this out.
We have already mapped.
So from North Carolina, we would have to go to Chicago, and from Chicago would be
San Francisco. Yeah, it's San Francisco. You can get to LA too, but there's also a train that goes to San Francisco. But there's a West Coast train that goes. It's the Pacific Coast train that goes down the coast of California, and it's got like the best views ever.
So you take that from North Carolina to Chicago, Chicago to San Francisco,
or Chicago to LA. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. LaQuinta said off topic, but did y'all see Marvin Sapp lock those folks in the church until they pay for it?
I vaguely saw this. I meant to bring this up.
Destiny and I was talking about that. Destiny, oh, wait. Destiny and I was talking about that. So, it's not there. Sorry. I guess if we're going to get into it, we need to get into it, right? I didn't stand that song out some kind of way. Yeah, bruh. First of all,
what's the backstory here? Do you have a backstory on this?
So from what I heard, he was trying to take a offering for a building fund. I think it was.
We still doing building funds in 2025?
Don't quote me on that 100%.
No, are we still doing building funds?
There are still building funds, but don't quote me on that. That's what he was doing. Okay. But he had 1,000 people on a live stream, and he kept saying, "There's 1,000 people in here. There's 1,000 people in here." He was like, "Ushers, lock the door. If everybody give $40, then that's $40,000. What we need." So he was like, "Lock the door. Somebody, we all going home anyway at the same time, and you ain't gonna do nothing but go to a restaurant afterwards
with $40."
So Destiny was triggered. I'm gonna tell y'all why.
Hilarious. This is a good story.
Destiny was triggered because sometimes Destiny just needs to tell her own story, but I know she could. So it was one time Mom was going to church, and Shirley Caesar were having a concert at her church. And I was like, take the kids, make the kids go to church. So my mom took the kids, but the kids was already mad at me because I made them go to church with my mama. And Shirley Caesar don't let out church. Y'all know she got church here in Raleigh. So she don't be letting out easy. So at the end of the service, there was this guest singer. And the guest singer, I guess she was trying to get an offering to give to the singer, and she was basically telling people it was auctioning off the money. All right, who got $100? And then who got $50? Who got and then it was like, we're not leaving until we get this offering up for the. And that was like, the kids was like, didn't you pay this woman? Why we gotta pay her to sing? She already sang now. So Destiny was kind of triggered by that. So Destiny was like, see, that's what I be saying. But for you to be sitting here telling these people, sir, you got albums. And I know they didn't know.
And you about to come out with an R&B album.
The R&B album is crazy. That's bananas to me. But anyway, you're not going to hold me hostage. Lock the doors. You're not about to hold me hostage in this church.
Sir, this is called kidnapping.
I don't think until
I
give you money, that's a ransom.
I don't think this is what Jesus had in mind.
Is that not a ransom?
That sounds like a ransom to me. That seems like the definition of kidnapping.
Carmelita, I love church bus trips. I loved them too. I thought they were fun. We got 50 likes. Yeah.
Let's go.
Liam get Miss Dan back on her job. Yeah, my church did a bus trip to Disney, Amish Country, and the Pennsylvania State Fair. That's wrong. That's wrong with what's wrong with these kids. They ain't have a church.
They had no church bus trip.
Right. Freebasing is dramatic, but accurate. Our church took those buses and vans everywhere.
It would take. Okay. Me and Siobhan are not opposed to taking a Greyhound bus, but it would take an obscene amount of super chats for us to do it.
The same amount of super chats it took for us to do Lush, to start Lush, it ain't gonna die.
That ain't nearly enough.
That ain't nearly enough for this. Lush was an easy do. Not this. Not no. We just call y'all roaches with that fly swatter. Now you just call y'all roaches.
I can't have. You
can't have no tool.
I can't have no instrument in my hand.
I'll meet y'all in Chicago. Not you meet. Oh, okay. And then we're gonna get on the train and go to the West Coast. That's gonna be easier for you. Okay. The California Zephyr. Come on with it, Fox. Then come on. Y'all speaking my language now. Come on now. She's turned such into a train. I was such a train nerd.
This year, I'll say it was this year.
It started last year, but it's really gotten heavy this year. Yes, the California Zephyr. That's my dog. For real.
No, yeah, we got
I've never, me either. And that's the crazy part. I'm so obsessed with it. And the only train I've been on is a Brightline train. But I'm so obsessed with this. Like, I don't know. No, it's the California Zephyr. You are absolutely right. It is the California Zephyr.
So the train trip we're thinking about taking next month is from Raleigh to Orlando, and that's realistically 14 and a half hours.
Yeah.
If everything goes right.
As long as no cargo trains.
I also thought about it is like overnight, so you're not gonna be able to see any, but I don't know if you're in it for the views from here to Orlando.
Yeah, I mean the views ain't gonna be great.
That's more of a like a West Coast
experience. Kind of, yeah. It's more or less for the experience because depending on when we go, a roomette will be anywhere from like $480 to $600, depending on what date we pick. Mm-hmm. But we can get coach seats for like $100 a piece. So I think for the first experience, we're going to do coach. And then the more we get into it, we'll start looking at the roomettes and the family suites and stuff like that, family rooms. I want to drive the one in 101.
Is that California?
I think so. We were like this close to Route 66. We were
going to do that, but we just ran out of time of the night. Like we just ran out of time that day because we were going to go up the coastline, but we ran out of daylight. Yeah. We were.
And then we got stuck in what was it? The pier.
Yeah, we were just so tired.
Yeah, it's a lot. California is a lot of driving, depending on where you stay at. My longest train ride so far has been DC to Boston.
That can't be that long,
right? Yeah. So I'm gonna give y'all the game because I just broke it down to Brandon. So one of the YouTubers I was watching, her name is Sojourney. If you guys want to look her up, she did a breakdown. How do you spell that? Sojourney. I don't know how to spell it. I'm just telling you her name.
But I thought if I was gonna look for it.
I'll Google it and share her page. Anyway, so she was giving a breakdown on how she actually did her. She did a 19-day train trip, and she basically broke it down as, and which is weird because I got the email today. So she was basically saying that what she did was at the beginning of the year, Amtrak always offered their credit card. Well, because she does train travel, it made sense for her to get it. So what she did was she got their credit card, and she instantly got 40,000 points. Okay, so she took the 40,000 points and she broke that up into her train travels for 19 days. So basically, the points weren't that much. And because she wanted to do the Pacific Coast train, what she did was she only paid for that leg of the train. That was like $960. But the rest of it she did in points. So she only spent 35,000 points for a 19-day train ride. In between her train, she said she didn't do the pass because she wanted to do a mix of coach and roomettes. So, but with the pass, you don't get that. You just get coach. So with those points, she basically paid 35,000 points and paid her entirety of her 19-day travels. She only paid not that $960 because she wanted that Pacific Coast one, and that would have been 23,000 of her points. So by her doing that, she already had to get a dental procedure done anyway. So she has used an Amtrak card to get the dental procedure done, which was like $2,000. And then she used that to purchase her travel. And that's how she got her trip for $900. Because she had to get the procedure done anyway. So why not just use it? So I thought that was interesting, the way she broke it down. And a lot of people are using credit card points to maximize things, which makes sense. That they're doing that, and I am 100% into it. I really appreciate her breaking that down on how she did that. So I thought it was very, very unique. Let's see here. I'm trying to find it so I can show y'all her page since Brandon has challenged me.
It was not a challenge. I just asked a question.
I don't know how to spell it though. I just know her name.
Okay, well, yeah, it's not a challenge. It's
Let's see. Pacific Coast Highway, and they have to change trains in Chicago because they are bigger out west and they can't fit in the tunnels in the east. Exactly.
Liam knows ball.
Liam knows. Hey y'all. Hey Anna, how are you?
Hey Anna, thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. I think I watched it on Parker's on the Go. I do want to find it though. Let's see. Would never paid it 2025. Never would have paid it.
His Tiny Desk he had some good press. His Tiny Desk was really good.
Never would have paid it. I love that. Y'all
Without
make me so happy. You. Y'all
ain't lie. That
song
got me through a very miserable work time. So
there she go. That's her. Because I've even sent her to you. So this is her channel.
Would have never got that.
No, I said SO and then I was done. I was done after SO. So this is her channel. Guys, go check her out. Absolutely love her content. But she does nothing but train travel. She's at 20K subscribers, and good for her. And she's actually getting brand deals as well. So I love this for her, and I love to see, Black girl powerful. Love that. But she has great content, and she really does break down her train travels. So if you guys are interested, and she does a lot of Amtrak, but she said she's starting to venture out into other countries as well. So I know I talked last week, Jeb was my guy, but this is also my train girl too. So love that for her.
Not you over here betraying Jeb.
Jeb don't got all of it. He do the plain stuff, but he ain't doing the train stuff. Jeb is my guy, though. I still love Jeb Brooks. If I ever get to meet Jeb Brooks, I might fangirl. I ain't gonna lie. I love Jeb. Let's see here.
What did Liam say?
Where we at? My longest train ride was Baltimore to DC.
Get out of here.
Let's see. That was crazy, and so left the church because of some stuff like that. People do leave churches because of stuff like that. You're not gonna hold me hostage for no $40. $40 is crazy. Like, you want to strong arm me? I might have gave you the $40, but for you to lock me in the church for $40 is bananas. That's crazy.
Sir, I'm gonna go put that in a slot.
Now I'm gonna gamble with it. See, so that's $45.
I know. Don't pay Liam no mind.
Better go on tour to raise that money. What?
And that just gives people more reason not to like going to church. Like, people,
it is. It absolutely is. And I'm not one of those people, but don't.
I haven't had a cry. Like, I still believe in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and
it's people. It ain't the Lord.
It's very much people. It is very much
the people of the Lord. It ain't the people.
We are not necessarily church people, but we believe.
No.
I'm sorry.
I love church. I love the community of church. I love what church stands for. I don't like hypocrites.
You're wearing the wrong shirt.
I am wearing the wrong shirt, but I wore it last week. I don't like hypocrites. I absolutely love being a part of a church family. I absolutely loved it. And I did not grow up like going to church, but I liked it as an adult. I don't like what comes with it.
I never liked going to church as a kid, and that translated.
Just translated.
But again, it doesn't mean that I believe in the Lord any less than somebody who goes. I just do it in my own way.
He said where 2 and 3 may gather. There's more than 2 and 3 people in this house. Sounds almost like a group train ride is coming up. You can probably do an RV church bus trip Disney.
There's a lot of moving parts there. You said train, RV church bus.
Liam, you already know what's going through my mind. I've already done this mental. I've already been like planning this. I got notes. I got Google Docs. I've not presented a lot of this stuff to him, but I already got stuff planned out in places of how to execute this. I was triggered and I wasn't even there because he was too serious about locking them inside.
And I don't. Why is that getting question? Just if I'm just a rant, how's giving you $40 right now getting me any closer to the Lord?
Especially if you got a strong arm out of me.
Yeah, how's that going to help me in my day-to-day life?
Walk with the Lord.
Yeah, how's that going to help me walk with the Lord? So you're going to make me feel guilty for not giving you $40, so I'm less of a Christian if I don't give you $40.
And what if you locking them people in there and they ain't having $40? I know you got the mind and the heart to give.
What happened to that?
What happened to give no? And this is crazy because it's on the cusp of the guy that was like, hey, this guy, I think it's 2819 Church in Georgia. This guy in Atlanta, he was a family of 3, sold everything they had. They lived in Canada, drove 7 days across country to Atlanta to join this church. They said it was their calling, it was their will to do. When they got there, the pastor of the church was like, hey, he found out what they did. He called them to the front. And not only did he give that man a job, he gifted them $50,000 to start a new life in Atlanta. That's the difference of sowing a seed versus stealing the seed. You ain't got to hold strong arm me, brother. You ain't got to strong arm me. What's in that cup? It is some Aldi's wine, I'm sure. Aldi's wine. That's what it is. A charter bus trip? Oh yeah, a train trip. I'm telling it's the train trip for me Because if anybody's down with a train trip,
now if you build it, they will come.
They will come. I've seen some really cool vlogs on the Canadian train. Me too. And the Alaska train. And then I want to get on the trains with observation cars where I can just go and watch the mountains. And that's what I want, because there's one that goes through Colorado. I think it is the California Zephyr. It goes through Colorado, but we want to go in February or March.
Make up for that.
When the snow is on the ground. That's when, yes.
Yeah, because I made a boo-boo one time, and we were flying over the Colorado Rockies, and Siobhan was sleeping. I didn't wake her up.
And then he was like, well,
I regret it.
I recorded it. That ain't the same thing. I wanted to see it. And it's like, I was asleep when we landed in Colorado. And I was like,
I regret it. I feel so bad for that.
Something about going through the snow. It is. It absolutely is. C said trains are comfy.
Not the one I took, but again, I was in the end of days. I was on the last train out of town, apparently. I think that was the last train out.
Bob said we could do it, do the one with Route 66 and the Pacific Coast Highway. Then we must fly home. We must fly home. I get it. Listen.
And I think that's what we would do as well.
You know what? Because I'm all down for it. People who don't want to join us for the whole leg. You pick which leg of the train trip you want to join us on and do it. I think that would be a cool idea. But I'm down for it. Yeah. It is going to have to be a one-way trip. Then we fly back after we get to our destination. It is going to be one way. Do you watch Zeb Brooks? Good guy to follow about train. Listen, Zeb, my dude. I have been telling Ashley that I want to do it, and I was planning on it for the summer or sometime. Coach has decent leg room. You missed us last week. I was deep into this last week, but yes, we need to talk G-Fox, just inbox us for real. Because we already talking about doing something train-wise this summer. That happened to me in the 80s, Sap. I did not go back. He been doing this since the 80s? That's crazy.
Man, don't make me take
Come on, man.
Don't make me
take. Ain't that your fly song?
Fred
Hammond. Okay. Well, I mean,
but Marvin Sapp got me through some. He got me through that very, very terrible work stretch.
I used to listen to, when I would be stressed out at work. My whole girl was like, I know when you stressed out because you turn on the gospel music. Because y'all be working my nerves. I'm trying to get the devil out of my space. Y'all really be working my nerves. Don't play that. Don't get him no royalties. He got that 40K.
He saw the best of me. Well, nobody else.
You must be going to rent a car. Oh, my goodness. Liam, when I book this trip, I'm going to hit you up now. I watch Nomadic Invert. I watch him too. He's the one that him and his homeboy. No, that's no. What's his name? His name starts with an N too. The one that we're watching was somebody edits his videos and his homeboy be jumping on the train with him. Yeah. But yeah, Nomadic Introvert. We watch him too.
We watch a lot of trees.
We do. No, wait, that's a she. Nomadic Introvert is a she. I just watched a video on YouTube of someone who took a group trip to New Zealand, and it made me want to.
Oh, making her head explode.
They're making me happy because these are the things that I think about, and I think other Black people don't want to do these things, and I think it's just me. I love that. Anna Q said, "Church ain't like how it used to be. It ain't." I tell you, don't get that man no royalties. He got them that 40K. What's up, Phil? What's going on, Philly D?
What's up, Philip? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being members as well.
When you grow up in the church and see all the politics and dramas, you don't want to go as an adult. At least that's me these days.
Yeah, it's sad. Ain't nothing changed. It's almost like the righteous gemstones.
Don't get us started on the righteous gemstones. Y'all doing so much cussing. First of all, let's start there. RV church bus train trip led by Marvin Sapp locked in the train and not stopping in LA until you give me $40.
So he said, if I give you $40 right now, you'll let me off this train. That's like a bad.
That's like a bad. What is
Tubi movie?
What was it? Like Snakes on the Plane meets Speed.
Speed. Yeah.
There's more than one way to tithe. It doesn't have to be in dollars. Amen.
They said you can scan the QR code.
Man,
and
when you get a QR
we'll
code,
take it right out of your bank.
Get out of here.
I was like, this is the righteous gemstone. Siobhan was like, no, this happens in real life.
It does.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not about to PayPal you.
Out of my check. Not you drafted my check.
So now
salary draft is crazy.
Not only you doing my 401k come out, I got to take my tithes out too.
And then when I come to y'all with the food, need some food and groceries, I can't get a cut because I ain't.
That's actually probably not bad. That's so you can better track it, but.
I don't know, because I heard, I don't know who it was, but I heard a story about somebody who had been tithing to the church and then they needed help with their rent paid, and the church was like, nah, we can't help you. Yes, and they had been their mom had been tithing to the church for over 20 years, and the church was like, nah, we can't help you. Mm-hmm. Got to be a cheerful giver, not a forceful, a force giver. Yes, not by force. Dig way down deep in your pockets for the Lord.
Is this for the Lord? Is the building fund ever for the Lord?
I know the Lord likes a cheerful giver, but what about a traumatized one?
I know that's how my dad gets paid, but
yes, but your dad is not begging people.
He's not.
He sure didn't. He sure did, and got that man a job and a family of $3 and $2. Yes, he had $2. That's right. And the man said he didn't want the money, but the pastor said, "You're not gonna block my blessing." And the pastor said, "We being obedient." Yes, yes, yes.
I tell you what. Let somebody offer me 50 racks.
He said no. He said he didn't want. He said, "Just give me a job."
I know, but I'm saying I'm built different.
He said, "I'm gonna give you a job, but you're gonna take this $50,000 too." He was like, "I'm gonna give you a job." He was like, No, we don't want the money. That's not what we came for. He was like, I just need a job. He was like, "I'm gonna give you a job. We're gonna find you a place in the church, and you got $50,000 to start a new life with your family." Man, listen, the way that whole church hollered and prayed over that man, and I was just sitting there like, shh, I couldn't even get a food box when I was hungry. It's crazy.
Offer me 50 grand to see what happens. Oh man, yeah, thanks. 50 grand would sure solve a lot of my problems. Thanks.
Yolanda said, long train trip? No. 3 days on Trans-Siberian Railway when I was 18 years old. Then a couple of times, Philly to Atlanta, a couple of times, done. No long train trips for me. Philly fam.
We just going to try this one time for the tube.
Yep.
And
trains, buses, planes, and automobiles. We want all of it. Or you would have to make a circle. That way it doesn't feel like you are just going west and back. And Amtrak coming out with some new trains in 2026, y'all.
Not the 2026 joints.
They look good too. They look good too.
You've already looked these up.
I've already looked them up. They nice. What
new cruise ships are coming out in 2026?
I don't even know, but I know Amtrak got them new trains. They got them new trains, and they got the sprinkles and everything. The Luna is coming out. The Legend. I mean, I know the train, the cruise ships, but I'm talking about them new trains, that crisp train smell. That's what I'm talking about.
So they got the inaugural for trains?
I wish they did. I'm pretty sure they do. I am pretty sure they do. You just got to know. Well, I might lock in. What happened after he got the money? Is everything good and true? That happened this past weekend. I think it was this past weekend. So I'm not sure, but I need to know that too. That's the northern route west, and then the southern route back east. Not Brandon playing in the mic.
I'm playing in the mic.
You were playing the song in the mic.
Oh.
I took the train from Germany to Amsterdam. Ooh, how was that?
That was quite a thing.
Go ahead, give him $40. No, don't play that no more. Give him no more $40. Okay, now BP, you gonna woke up. You gonna wake up to him and the ushers locking you in the house. I would do all the trains in the UK, but scared in Asia unless it's the bullet. The bullet train in Asia, crazy.
People gonna be on it?
And it's some of them you got to bid to get on. Like they sold up, man.
Who'd you get that from? Who you get that information from?
Jail Brooks. Jail Brooks. Leo says, scan the QR code, then they ask for 15, 18, 20% tip. Asking for a tip on a tire is crazy. Not you asking for gratuities on a tire.
Asking for a tip when I'm just trying to order this Royale with cheese at the Burger Shack is crazy.
Anna said, I'm going to send a $40 cash out request to 1,000 people. Let me know how that works.
Yeah.
Let me know how that works.
I might do that myself.
If you send $1 to 1,000 people, see how many you get back. You know what? Aim high. Don't aim low. Like this, aim high. Send a $40. I got money back from one church. I questioned their methods. They wanted to send the pastor to a Caribbean trip for the anniversary, but they told me he was separated from his first lady.
I have some stories, and they're family stories, and I can't tell those. There was a pastor in Rocky Mount who, back when Phantoms were really popular, the church got together to buy him a Phantom. Now, how's that serving the Lord?
A Phantom?
Yes.
That's when Phantoms were popular.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was back in the 2000s.
Not a rapper car, because that's what rappers were driving.
Right. So how does the pastor driving around the Phantom serve the Lord?
It does not. It does not. The Lord was a carpenter. He did not drive a Phantom.
Y'all seen his kicks?
That's where we literally get Jesus sandals from. Right. He take care of all my travel for the next couple of years. I said, if he's separated and she's not going, then who is going with him? So 3 days later, I got my check back.
Now you called him on their bluff.
Oh my goodness. You didn't say what was in Brandon's cup.
It's just a combination of orange soda and Minute Maid juice.
Juice. Y'all gotta love Jeb. I do. Jeb is my guy. That's my guy. Jeb is my guy.
It was Siobhan's guy before anybody else's guy.
Jeb is my guy. He took them folks Golden Corral money. That Golden Corral after church.
He said, y'all going to the restaurant.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah, man.
Because the crazy part, I used to go to Bible study on Wednesdays, and I used to take the kids to go to Corral before Bible study because kids eat free.
I say going before Bible study is crazy.
Well, kids eat free.
Oh.
So you go before Bible study, and then you go to Bible study. Kids ate free. So it would cost us like $15 for all of us to eat. Because, the food was free, but the drink wasn't. You had to pay for the drink. That's back when you could afford Golden Corral. Then all of a sudden, Golden Corral got high in their britches and decided that they wanted to charge $25 for a steak. Not at the Corral, and I ain't.
Have people heard my Golden Corral story?
I think we told it last week.
Go back and watch last week. You want to know why I don't eat Golden Corral? If you want me to tell it again, I'll tell it again.
Anna said, I'm not going to lie. The Catholic Church has paid a lot of my bills in my younger years, especially when I was waiting. I was waiting for that FAFSA check to hit. Girl, that FAFSA check changed lives, honey. When it hit on time, listen. Yolanda said he was not the pastor. It was a small church in Atlanta. Oh, I thought he was a pastor. Okay. Well, he was in the pulpit that day. That church fund is still being raised and nothing been done to the church.
The parking lot still looks the same.
Golden Corral, Piccadilly. That's 2 points. Piccadilly hit.
What is Piccadilly?
Piccadilly is your version of what's that place you go to with the baked spaghetti?
K&W.
It's a better version of K&W. But our Piccadilly was an hour away in a mall in Jacksonville. Jacksonville was an hour away from where we lived at, and you could only get it when your mama felt real nice. Piccadilly was, Piccadilly every time.
Never heard of it.
Piccadilly,
but you hated K&W though.
Because it wasn't Piccadilly.
Well, Piccadilly ain't K&W.
You right. You sure right.
You right.
You sure right.
You right too.
You sure right.
You right too.
K&W is Golden Corral. That's what compared to Piccadilly. Yeah. Compared to Piccadilly, yes sir.
That's why I first fell in love with chocolate cream pie. Chocolate, you were throwing up on chocolate cream pie?
No, I want that. Mm-mm. That's why Golden Corral is closing.
Golden Corral is closing because every time we ride by the one here in Raleigh,
it's more than one.
Bumping.
All of them. They very popular here. They still bumping. I need a sizzler to open up though. I need a sizzler. What's going on, Bill?
Hey, what's going on?
Thanks for being here. We appreciate you popping in. Yellow said, "Ooh," and BP gets more points.
I don't understand what. I feel like I get to the FU and I start to say the C and I stop. So I don't think it requires points.
Leo said BP. Now you got a red card. I'm gonna just make cards, some soccer cards, red card for Brett. I would do Piccadilly and go to crowd every single time.
What the fudge is Piccadilly?
It is the environment is even different in Piccadilly. I wish they were still around. It ain't even the same.
Is it like the restaurant they eat in?
It's like a K&W.
It's like
it's more of an upscale K&W.
It's like the one they eat in Righteous Gemstones, like that.
No, that's like not a Bob. What's the other one? Not a Bob Evans. Orion's. That's like Orion's what they eating at in Righteous Gemstone. Piccadilly is like an upscale K&W. K&W wish it was Piccadilly.
I'm having deja vu. I feel like we've had this conversation.
Oh, they closing our shop.
I'm having deja vu.
They closing our shop.
I'm having deja vu. I'm having deja vu. I'm having deja vu.
Girl, they closing. I don't know what to tell you.
Deja vu is so weird to me.
Ryan's too. Ryan's was it. Piccadilly was like that back in the 80s in Virginia. Hey, Ricardo, what's going on, fam?
I had never heard of Piccadilly's until How come you've never brought it up?
I don't know. I'm just telling you, Piccadilly's was it. We had one in the Jacksonville Mall. Anytime we went shopping in the Jacksonville Mall, we used to beg our mom to go to Piccadilly's.
We've been seeing each other now for 17 years. Not once have you ever brought up anything called Piccadilly's.
Well, I'm just telling you about it now. And it don't matter because it don't exist. K&W survived, but Piccadilly should have been the one to beat K&W. Piccadilly's, you didn't understand the assignment if you didn't like Piccadilly's.
Well, apparently I didn't understand the assignment because I didn't even know it existed.
They have Piccadilly's in Atlanta? Don't play with me. Piccadilly's or Ryan's? Which one, Liam? Don't play with me. Yes, I used to like Ryan's. Ryan's was good too, but yeah, what's in the cup? Oh yeah. He ain't nothing but some orange soda and some. He even got a Minute Maid son. Yeah,
that's it.
that's a new looking Piccadilly's. It looked like a Jason's Deli logo, but that ain't how it looked back in the day. Yeah, Piccadilly's. I didn't know they was still around. They got a loyalty program. Where the Piccadilly's at?
Loyalty program.
It looked like a Jason. Did Jason's Deli buy Piccadilly's? They're like a Jason's Deli logo.
Locations.
I'm so invested.
Louisiana. Really heavy in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis on Elvis Presley Boulevard.
Oh, Lord.
They're very heavy in Memphis, Louisiana, Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia.
Okay.
Decatur.
They got one in Decatur.
Atlanta.
Okay. Okay.
They got 2 in Atlanta for some reason.
Because they good. You need to. In case one pat, then you go to the other one. The same thing with Parker's Barbecue.
Newport News.
Oh, we driving to Newport News just to go to Piccadilly's. Don't play. Is it in the mall? I'm just asking because the best ones in the mall. Yeah, Military Circle, Norfolk, Virginia. We went there for a birthday party in 1988. Yellow said, "Yep, they still open." Liam said Piccadilly's. I'm telling you. Yep, Piccadilly's still in ATL. They're not here in North Carolina.
We're gonna go visit some friends. They'll be like, "Hey, so you can go to Papados."
Oh, Piccadilly's.
Or you can go to Piccadilly. Siobhan go like,
I want to go to Piccadilly's.
In the most countryest of slang.
I want to go to Piccadilly's. Take me to Piccadilly's. Take me to Piccadilly's today, okay? I ain't been to Piccadilly so long.
You haven't been there as an adult?
I have not been there as an adult. The only one I remember is the one in Jacksonville, and it closed down when I was a kid. So I don't,
Gosh damn it. I got it now.
K&W in Virginia is like nursing home food, including the clientele. That's what I've been trying to tell him, Ricardo. He loved it. Ricardo Brandon loved K&W. He loved it. And I remember one time he took me there. He was like, he was like,
was you and the kids? Was it just
it was me and the kids. And he was like, you got to get the baked spaghetti. I was so damn mad. I didn't want that food. I did not want that food. I was mad. This ain't the same thing. This ain't the same. Oh, you gonna be in Hampton tomorrow? You gonna stop by Piccadilly and send me a picture? Military Circle Mall is still open. The Piccadilly's in the mall was the one, not the standalone. See, that was wrong with K&W. They was too bougie. They had to be standalone. Get in the mall. Was y'all K&W in the mall?
It was in Terrytown. Yes, Terrytown Mall. Yes.
That ain't no real mall.
Now it's where the Sam's Club is now.
Sam. Oh, that ain't no mall. That's a shopping center.
It used to be a mall though, with a Goodies right beside it.
Sam Goodies or the Goodies?
Goodies.
Oh, okay.
Clothing store.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Sam Goodies. Yeah, no.
What's your problem with Goodies? The clothing store.
It ain't nothing but a low grade Big Lots.
Just shitting on everything I love.
They're usually attached to the mall. However, the one by Dobbins Air Force Base is a standalone. Piccadilly's was a bomb when it was in the malls. Once they left, they fell off. See? The mall Piccadilly.
Actually, the same thing for K&W too.
K&W
when they were in Terrytown,
yeah,
it was delicious. Now the ones like up here and that were in like downtown here, like Cameron Village, it was not as good.
You haven't heard of K&W because they don't matter. You're not missing nothing. They not Piccadilly's. I don't. No. It's really like paying to go to a cafeteria. K&W. I'm set for both, but K&W is literally a cafeteria.
And also, I do have a little bit of PTSD because that's where I would go on Fridays.
Every Friday.
Yeah.
Jeez. Military Circle 1 still open. Even the mall is closed, right? Let's see.
That was Military Circle Mall. Mm-hmm. Some of them Virginians.
Yeah. Whew. Okay. Look, we always have another story. And I don't know, we got 15 minutes to 10. So the story and just get a last second. See what everybody think.
Sure.
All right, we want to share this one. See what y'all think, and then we'll go from there.
All over social media. This is going everywhere right now.
Yeah, this is really crazy story too. Okay, so here's what's happening now.
This guy's voice is annoying, so please.
From Michigan. They go and they have some kind of a dispute with a timeshare with a company called Palace Resorts. They're big. They're in Cancun, but they're in other places as well. Anyway, the dispute was done, so they thought. And where did this couple like to go to a vacation? Cancun. Well, 3 weeks ago, as they got off the plane in Cancun, they get arrested. And they've been in a jail for 21 days, despite the fact they thought this dispute was all done. Take a look. Is this whole thing a share dispute? Lindsay Lemke's parents had a membership with the Palace Resorts, a company based in Florida that owns a number of resorts and timeshares in Mexico. But Lindsay says the Palace Resorts breached the contract.
Correct. They even hired a lawyer previously to help with this situation to make sure they handled things correctly.
Contract was for about $117,000, but it was over a year ago. No dispute, they thought. So your parents decided they wanted to go to Cancun, and what happened when they got off the plane?
They went through customs and they were detained and arrested in the Cancun airport.
Mexican officials claimed that there were outstanding charges of criminal fraud and sent them straight to jail. That was 21 days ago.
She's very confused. She cries a lot. She is scared. She's unaware of the emotion that is going on with this case. She is upset because she can't see her husband.
Her husband is Lindsay's stepfather, 60 years old, Paul Akeo, a 21-year veteran of the U.S. Navy and currently works for the Michigan State Police.
Our country is allowing 2 U.S. citizens to sit in prison over a timeshare dispute in Mexico. They cried out for help and nothing happened.
Lindsay Lemke, you may recall that name. She was the 2-time national champion gymnast at Michigan State and a survivor of Dr. Larry Nassar. Now, she just wants her parents home.
We need help from our government. We need them to realize there are 2 innocent Americans being held hostage in a Mexican prison over a timeshare dispute. And by them not acting and doing anything about it, they are allowing Mexico to do that.
All right, a couple things. I did reach out to the resorts people, the resorts, Palace Resorts, and we are still waiting for a response. And when we get that, we'll put it on our website, fox2detroit.com. The other thing, the last hearing, it was determined that the Palace Company would be given 6 more months to gather evidence, which means that Lindsay's parents will stay in a Mexican jail for 6 more months.
Okay, we can't listen to his voice anymore. But basically, because he gets riled up real bad here in a second. I hit the wrong button. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, so basically, yeah, they're still in jail. They're going to be in jail for a minute because Mexico's allowing them to investigate for 6 months, which is crazy. So you thinking you got everything squared away? You like, hey, let's go to Cancun. All right, we get on a plane, and now we both locked up.
We won't be going there.
No.
So I had no idea. So no idea.
Right.
Is that what you're trying to tell me? You had no idea.
Yeah.
That this wasn't resolved.
Mm.
First of all, here we go. Just say no.
Don't.
Just
don't sign for the timeshare.
Just don't. No matter how much they try to tell you, I can't care about this more than you. You need to make dreams and happiness and memories with your family. Just say no.
Just say no.
Timeshare, just gosh damn. 6 months over a timeshare?
Right. Liam said, I heard of Lovey's Cafeteria.
Never heard of it.
K&W allowed franchise owners, and that's the problem because it started off good and then it started tasting like dim sum.
It did. Like the last time I went, man, been with y'all.
Yeah, we ain't been since then.
No,
Okay.
No, it was. I've been since then.
You did. I remember.
But it went. Oh man, I went right before the wedding. We had a rock'em sock'em robot out there. She came to the house afterwards.
I remember.
Yeah, it really did. It went down. It went downhill. Then also it gets ruined for me by the company.
Yeah, my dad loves all of these establishments.
If he's from where we're, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Oh, I heard this story. That's bad. Getting arrested in another country, crazy. She said we went to this place called the Hot Shop every Friday. I ain't never heard of the Hot Shop.
Your daddy's taking their girls random places.
Everybody's getting hemmed up in Mexico recently. I mean,
Sean was trying to convince me to move to Mexico recently.
I wasn't trying to convince you to move to Mexico. I was trying to convince you to move abroad. I didn't say Mexico had to be the spot.
If Mexico would no longer be the spot.
I just said there are some places that Black communities are thriving in other countries. Mexico happened to be one of them. Like a lot of people are going to like Mexico City and different places like that. I do a lot of travel research. Not the popo. Everybody can get it. Stop going to these countries and owing people money. Thanks.
I'm just trying to figure out how y'all thought it was resolved. What kind of lawyer did you have? Quite answer, not a good one. Because if you had a good lawyer, then you would have known that you still owe them money.
Right. Yolo said I got lost in his voice. What's the synopsis?
Siobhan was playing this, and I was in a completely different room. And I was just like, please shut this man up.
So the couple, like 20 years ago, brought a timeshare in Cancun. They decided they didn't want it anymore. They thought they had cleared everything up with the timeshare company, but the timeshare company was like, no, you defrauded us. They put a warrant out for them for their arrest. Fast forward to 6 weeks ago, they decided they want to take a trip to Cancun, and they went through immigration, and they were just like, you going to jail. Let me talk to you. Let me holler at you.
Let me talk to you real quick. So you going to jail?
They should have gone to Canada instead. They should have got a timeshare. They owed money on a timeshare. Yes, all this over a timeshare.
Has anybody owned a timeshare or has used to own a timeshare? Because I want to know how that works out.
Anna said, if you have the money to pay off the authorities, you can go scot-free.
I don't trust myself enough to because then they'll be like, hey,
we're going to add a bribery charge.
Yeah, like.
My mom was about to move to the DRC in Africa. Ooh. Why she change her mind?
Why did she change her mind?
Mm-hmm. Yellow said, nope, never.
No.
They talk a good game now. They do their job. But then also, after you done held me hostage for 2 after this 90 minutes, now you just piss me off at this point. Go ahead on now.
I'm trying to make you feel like an asshole for you. Clearly something that, hey man, look, I went to Puerto Rico last week.
Let me show you these pictures of me and my family.
Stayed in this 5-star villa. 5 stars, man. 5 stars.
Cost me 500 points.
All right, that's cool, bro.
You can do this too. We give you 200,000 points a year.
Yeah, you just have to sign this deed.
I was like, so is this a...
She was like, wait a minute.
I got a question. Is this a deed? He was like, yeah. I said, so it's a mortgage. I mean, yeah, no, we out. No, we just got a mortgage. We don't need another one. No.
And it was like, look, man, I can't want this more than you. Yeah, you can.
You get commission off of this. Absolutely you can. It was for business. She was a doctor. It fell through. Okay.
I was gonna say because she was a doctor, but I didn't want to
right.
Be that person.
Right.
So moral of the story is say no at timeshare meetings.
Yes, please say no at timeshare
Just leave with the gift card.
Or the free Disney tickets, apparently. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all being here. We're gonna go ahead and close up shop for the night, but we still have a lot of group trips going on. We are still selling cabins for Lush, and if you guys get that one in for before midnight, go ahead and book your cabin. You'll be eligible for that extra sailor loop. We also I added a couple more cabins to the Parker Fam group cruise in October. We're going to be on the Utopia of the Seas. I posted a flyer on our Facebook page if you guys are interested in that. Also, I will be posting for Independence of the Seas in January. We are going for Destiny's birthday, so you guys are more than welcome to join us. It is going to be we're going to Jamaica. She's pretty excited about that. Also, Liam has a birthday trip next year as well that we are booking for him. So if you guys are interested in that, I will pull up the details on that next week and we can talk about it. And Anna Q says, timeshare is a ripoff, but me and my ex-husband played good cop, bad cop and stayed for free 3 different times. I kept saying no to the salesman, but still got my free voucher.
Yeah, that's pretty much me. Siobhan's usually the good cop on it. Like Siobhan,
I'm an easy good cop.
Siobhan, because Siobhan played it off so good, I be thinking that she really thinks this is a good idea.
I get my damn money. Let's get up out
Like
of here.
we sat there last time for like an hour because he kept going back with the math, and I'm like, I feel like she's seriously considering this.
And I was like, nah, we ain't gonna be able to do it. He don't want to do it. My cousin had a timeshare for 4 years. We were never able to use it. She got rid of it. I hope she got rid of it the right way because apparently he can go to jail behind these.
If I gotta get a lawyer to get out of something, then it just ain't happening.
I never cared for timeshares. Good night, LaQuinta. Thank you for
joining.
Thank you. We'll tap in for the bus trip for you. Great live tonight. Have a great week and see y'all next time. Liam out. Night, everyone. And we're in with HB5. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. We will see you guys next week. And until next time, Parker's out.